Sasa iko fiti basi. So high praise, low results. So unafaa kuwa very careful unajipraise na vitu mob sana kama vile wase wengi upenda kwenda ati
tunapenda.
Okay, itakuwa controversial. So kuna wase samani kama ati something ikigo wrong kwa life yao, wana hope Mungu atawasaidia. So, you don't do anything, you just hope that Mungu atakusaidia. Hivyo tu alafu unabaki hapo sema God will help me. That's it. When place ingine TikTok. Pole. Nimeona kamera kwa face yangu leo. Nimestruggle na kuikipi kwe intact lakini phone ya black anyway. So kuna waseoga na hiyo desire sema kama if anything goes wrong in my life, I hope and pray that God will help me. Naona. So si ati kwa ubaya, sikwagi mimi I'm not against hiyo religion na kila kitu. Kuna wase wana embrace. Muona kama religion kitu kama ni kama it's something that could help ku navigate through life on its own way. Si ati in my own perspective. Yani sema ati I've done research. Nilikuwa very keen kusoma Bible at some age, maybe when I was early 30s. Nika believe everything. I studied so much about your story. Nika believe everything. Alafu kwa poa kabisa. Watakaza ni hide comment ya KE. Alafu sa over time nika realize, okay, wait a minute. So ukiangalia vitu mob kwa kwa kama ni religion inakwambia everything is postponed in the future. Lakini ukiangalia mali, for example, hiyo religion ilikuwa created ama ilikuwa founded, the founder au na focus na kudo vitu practically. Na kama sasa kama kuna a couple of religions zimeanzia hapa US for example. Kama one of the most interestingly studied ilikuwa the Mormons. Jua kama kwa mlango yangu, they knocked on my door, wale kamku itongaje. Neza maska hiyo wali itonga prostas siezi sema. Au enda door to door kitry ku reach out watu. Alafu na try ku introduce kwa the religion, the gospel of Jesus Christ. Alafu mnakuwa na session hivi. So mimi nilikuwa very curious juu sikuwa nime encounter before. Kuna Jehovah Witness au kama kwa mlango, at least they come to your door, they knock the door. Awajali kama umesema no soliciting, they'll still come. Wanna believe they are called ku reach out to watu alafu wa convert. That's it. There's nothing you can do to stop them. So religion ilianzia hapa US most of the time, 19th century. Alafu ika move to Africa. So kiangalia the people who establish hizi religion, they go out of their way kukam ku reach watu wale hawajui according to your story yote, your narrative. Nasema ni narrative. So napata kila una preach na mbwa, then why should I believe in this specific natumia jina loosely ile. I'm not criticizing anybody by the way. Why should you believe in this specific narrative come up now? Well, because in narrative it helps you navigate through life. Alafu ukiishi a good life on earth, utaishi a good life in heaven. So ni kama imekuwa postpone. But kumbuka kitu moja, ukiangalia ile critically thinking, the people who are teaching you your kitu in the beginning, sisi by the way, maybe a couple of generations back, the people who received your message before. So reality kwa nini specifically hawakuambiwa ati you'll get your benefits here on earth. Waliambiwa if you want good shoes, you're gonna wear good shoes in heaven. Inakuwa postponed. The people who are preaching to you, they are already doing the thing. They're doing the thing that they're supposed to. They're doing it. Alafu wewe una receive, unafaa kungojea malipo baadaye. Malipo si hapa duniani, kitu hiyo sabanga hivyo. Malipo si hapa duniani, malipo inakam baadaye, inakuwa postponed. So mimi nakuuliza wewe, does it really make sense critically thinking? Naona kwa sababu unajua hiyo ndio obstacle ya watu wengi sana. Unaambia msee specifically saku mention names, but mwambia msee ni aje, unajua unafaa kuwa na trust fund, alafu fungue business yako, kuwa na family trust, ndio keep your money for the next generation. Ungewa sema no, I don't live to the next generation. Mean die, we'll go to heaven. Bible mesema do not be attached to earthly things because good things are in heaven. It can't be postponed. Alafu namuuliza explain to me exactly how I can understand your concept. No clue. Inakuwa unapewa a very universal answer. By faith. No. But the moment you ask for evidence, inakuwa ni kama belief system. You don't need to ask for evidence. Ni by faith too. Don't ask for evidence, please. Don't do that. When I say inakuwa tricky, come to critically thinking, it kind of bothers you a little bit. How come yangu iko postponed alafu ni believe? So kasema wacha ni try to think beyond that. So I'm not picking on any specific religion na kila mtu, lakini nasema tu ni ile in terms of self improvement. Hiyo ndio mwonge hapa hivi juu. ya hiyo story. There's things you're supposed to do, unaona. So kama kuna mtu anaitwa John Hope Bryant alisema hiyo story, alisema ukiangalia kwa neighborhood ile iko na high praise, kama tuseme kuna churches, kuna kila kitu, utapata their productivity iko very low. Naelewa hivyo. High praise, low productivity. Sijui kama make sense, niangalie vizuri kabisa. Sababu wasa na believe ile the history, the story unaambiwa ni ile. Sijui kama kuna any question by the way nataka kuangalia. The only question unaambiwa specifically ni ile benefits na kambadae ziko postponed, si sahi. Just keep doing your thing, then in the future when you die, then something is going to happen. And the people telling you that specifically, that your future iko brighter uko mbele, they're benefiting right now. How come? So kama I'm just saying no hiyo ndio nasema hivyo kwa sababu ile make sense sana. John Hope Bryant, hiyo ndio niko busy talk from here, akasema hivyo. Ukiangalia any neighborhood ili come to mind because somebody, one of you mentioned your story kwa chat, akisema ati unajuanga your credit score matters, like if the higher credit score you are, the more it depends on even your lifespan yako ina depend na your credit score. So kama uko na 750, you'll live 20 years longer in that neighborhood than msako na 512. Kama mimi, I had 512 one time. Mona. So ukiangalia hivyo, ukiangalia hizi places kama mimi na credit score yangu maybe ni nasema above 750 to 800 hapo hivyo. Mu fluctuate, nikitumia credit card yangu sana ina switch around, unaona. So that's the thing, anasema hivyo. So ukiangalia neighborhood iko na high praise, more churches, iko na low productivity. Na hiyo it really matters kwa life yako on a daily basis. So hiyo ndio nataka kuintroduce leo hiyo story. So kama mtakauliza maswali to revolve around hiyo, hopefully, unaona. So hapa hivi kuna msemo uliza swali TikTok, naona from a distance, semaje, is it worth it kuja kuanza na job ya 2k US per month bartending kwa cruise ship? Collins, I think it's very much worth it. Kama unakamna cruise ship ya are you making that kind of money sahi? It depends. If you're making that kind of money kwa 2k, itakupatia, utakuwa na more than monetary gain. Utakuwa na exposure, utakuwa na experience moja ile ujai experience cruise ship. By the way, mimi personally sijaenda kwa cruise ship. Mimi most of the time mwaga niko mzazi. I'm just a parent. Naona 4 kids si rahisi. Kwanza sasa hivi wako wote hapa. All my 4 kids wako hapa. Ule the oldest iko hapa hivi, ame come from last week. Lakini sijapata time na yeye juu she's busy having fun with her cousins. So sijapata time kunini na yeye. Mwaga mostly niko parenting. Lakini Collins, it's worth it. Your cruise ship 2k, it's very much worth it. I believe utakuwa na some exposure which I can't explain. Itakufungua macho, that is. And if you lose that, you can always go back and do your thing. Ile ulikuwa do before. So kuna Camry LLC, niaje maisha stress iko poa sana Camry. So engage, okay. I'll come YouTube basi. Hopefully me do introduction. Not stuck with time sana. So kulikuwa na Roy Sambu hapa eagerly waiting for today's man cave. Climate KE alikama mapema sana before nianze. Nilikuwa try ku set up vitu zikuwe straight vizuri kwa sababu last time ilikuwa off camera vibaya sana. Wycliffe Ottawa, Alberto, niaje Wycliffe. Wasema nini Wycliffe? Wasema Elbo, ebu tumia tuambie about MMF. MMF ni nini? Ebu ni kuwa nini kuwa fafanua kabisa MMF inamaanisha nini? MMF inamaanisha nini exactly? Itakuwa poke kama hivyo. Ukiambia ni think, I'm already thinking. Unajua hii self production hii live mzima. Na monitor sound kila kitu as I do it. Hata hope sound iko poa. Hata sija check. Lakini kama mnanisikia sound iko poa. Okay, sawa. Sound iko fiti. So ifafanue, fungua hiyo kitu sema MMF inamaanisha nini? MMF ni money market fund. Okay, so sawa. That makes sense, Anthony. Money market fund. That's a good thing then. Kama ni hiyo money market fund, it's a good thing. Sababu inamaanisha vitu mob sana. Initial sasa garidi. Money market fund is a really good thing by the way. Sababu ni kama vile mimi na understand kama Kenya for example, inakupatia ile entry point ya kuanza kuinvest. Juu kuna ile cap, I think you're supposed to have this kind of money, but money market fund, mwonge na anko yuko mtaani aliniambia money market fund iko na interest, sijui ni interest yake ni ngapi kabisa, mniambie. I've never looked into it, but that's my next thing. Because I'm very big, this year, from last year, this year, Unajua kama by the way tu ile off topic ni ile just doing this live tukiinteraction nyinyi, I learn a lot too by the way. Learn so much stuff ile. So kama mniambia money market fund ni kama ile confirmation biased. I hear about it, then nyinyi mnaniambia, mnanichanua. So inakuwa more comfortable, anakuwa more comfortable. So you guys know these things by the way. No, the fact that Anthony Owango anajua hii story, amesema ni money market fund, ina show take interest kujua nini hiyo kabisa. Naona. So money market fund kitu poa sana. Ni kama entry level. Wacha ni explain ile study ya US sasa for example. So for example kama hapa US kuna ni kama it's the same thing lakini different names by the way. Hapa sio itanga high yield savings account. Sawa? It makes sense. Money market fund, high yield savings account. So there's kuwa na 10,000 in disposable income. Ile money that I don't need right now. Unaelewa hivyo? So basically ni kama neze connectaje. Kama mimi kumoga na habit flani, I've had this habit for a while. When I pay myself, which the last 2 years kulipa, but this year nimesema I have to pay myself again. Ndio ile balance kila kitu. Jumoga niko so caught up na business sasa kujilipa. So before ni kuja kwa Edward Kamau, when I pay myself, musama hivi, I'm going to put like 10% kando for investment. Alafu maybe give away, give away. Maybe kwa charitable of your choice. Ama kama uenda church give kwa church. Nimesema I'm not against church. Nasema ile religion nafa kuexamine in terms of long-term investment. So you can give 10%, ama 15% una give, alafu 10% unaisave kwa savings account. Alafu una get 10% ingine, ile technically, ile usha balance book zako. Your bills, all your bills, ile whatever you pay, utility kila kitu every month, if it's possible, equal 50% of your income. Then now, the remaining 50, share to a 10 ya savings, hiyo ni kama savings, retirement savings, whatever. Alafu kuna hiyo 5% una give kwa charity of your choice, depending on what you do. Unajua, it depends on your flavor. Sijui, kuna wase wengi unaweza do anything you want. So it depends on whatever you do. Alafu inabaki na ngapi sasa hiyo? Share 25. Kwa hiyo 25 inafuatwa either 5 ama 10. Hiyo 5 is kwa something that educates you. Inakupatia kama you can pay for online courses, something that educates you. You learned from somebody else. Paid. Kama say you want to do, we'll give the best example. Unakujua the best times to apply for a visa. Utaenda kwa Kenyan American Home, Owen, umlipe I think the $15, ubuy hiyo course yake yote. Criticize, this is not good enough or whatever. Mlipe tu kwa sababu may take time to create your course. So your 5% umeibudget already. I'll use this to educate myself. So mimi personally what I do ni ile I can buy things online sometimes, or I buy books. Kama sasa niko na books 15 kwa ile Amazon, nitongaje Amazon cart yangu. Sijazi order bado nangoja chapa ikuje vizuri alafu ndazi order. 15 books. Alafu you don't really have to buy the brand new book. Whether buy slightly used, come from these libraries and everything. So you need to have 5% or 10% of your money it educates yourself. No, kama kuna live, kama kuna Ikonini podcast, alafu kuna ile membership. Pay your membership every month. Kitu kaa hiyo. Something that educates you na feel kuna value kwako. Alafu unabaki na 20%. 20% sasa 10% kwa hiyo 20%. Utabaki you spend on anything you want. Ini guiltless spending. Mwana, guiltless spending. Kwa sababu lazima uko na reward system. Binadamu sio gani hiyo kitu. If you just use your money, pay bills every time and you don't do anything specific, utafeel kama disadvantage in a way. Ni kama yani, man, I'm just working for nothing. Lazima uko na ile reward, lazima ujipatie ile dopamine hit in your mind. So hiyo 10% inabaki, you can spend it on anything you want. So to me, yote ingine inabaki, the last 10, knowing what I know, naifungisha kwa investment. So hapo unachukua hiyo pesa unasema kwa ile disposable income. You don't need it right now, but you could need it in the future, for example. So I don't know what your 10% is. Ukisha kwa money market fund, is kwa maybe natumia figures hapa hivi. I think ideally Kenya is kwa 1 million. Not everybody has 1 million. Makumbuka ule msako na 1 million, you don't get the million like una blink unasema I blinked. Oh, I just blinked and I have 1 million. No, come on. Let's be real. See, people don't just, suppose I have 1 million. No, you don't suppose have 1 million. There's things you have to do in the back end to end up kwa hiyo figure 1 million. It makes sense by this. It's true. There's things you have to do. Calculus albo. How are you able to raise $10,000 a month, US dollars? Takambia, okay, let's go back. How far should we go back? Tuanze kama Volvo yangu. I bought this truck 2020 October I think 2nd or 4th, then how much do you put down? Oh, I borrowed some money hapa na hapa nikaput together, then I got a loan. Loan ilikuwa ngapi? 220,000, nikalipa 53% down, nika finance 167 or something. Then I've been working hard every day as long as there's work. Over time, nimekuwa able to pay off the truck. Then if I sell the truck, maybe for 180 or something in your market value, then I can get, oh no, it's a lose, and I may lose come 40K from the original price. So it's a lose, because it's a income generating depreciating asset. Skiza jina mingi mouthful. Income generating depreciating asset. But at least kuna hiyo part ya income generating, the first two. The second half is depreciating asset. So then kuna story behind me getting 10,000. So if I have 10,000, what do I do? Naingisha kwa money market fund. What's the interest rate? So even while my money is sitting in a MMF, money market fund, in a gain interest. So it's a smart move. US naitanga hapa hivi high yield savings account. I think the highest ni kama 4.3%, the lowest ni kama 3.5. What happens ni hivi? Sometimes it's on a monthly basis. Before niko naambua, those are accounts the bank has never mentioned. You have to ask for it. But every bank has one, by the way. Nile tuwezi kuambia upfront. Out ikue higher figures ndio ikue more profitable kwao. So what do? Ideally, kama ni Kenya, I know I'm just using figures. Unafaa weke 1 million Kenya shillings kwa money market fund. Kwa nini? Ita grow. Kwa sababu kama ni 3.5%, sijui ya Kenya ni how much? Ama tuseme ni 5%. That means 5% of 1 million ni nini? Do your math. No. Ita grow while you sleep. That's why those are the baby step, initial step of letting your money work for you while you sleep. So money market fund si mbaya, by the way. It could be an entry point kununua ma shares baadaye, because clean understand ile kama investment account yangu wako na minimum fulani. You can start off with $50, but it will be ideal kama tuseme uko na $1,000. No, I give you an example. Sababu 1,000 you're able to buy a bunch of stocks kwa hizi kampuni. Hizo ndio shares za kampuni zinauzwa kwa stock market. Stock market ni kama it's unreal in a way. It's not really real. Umeona? Kama sikiangalia value ya Apple shares sahi times how many shares a company has available, which is a piece of that company. Like you're buying a piece of Apple. Umeona sasa? So the amount of money one share is worth plus how many shares they have available on the publicly traded company, that's what makes the value of the company. Kwa sababu kichukua hii amount na hii alafu add pamoja itakuwa $3 trillion. Sawa tukaa hiyo for example. So that's the amount the company is worth. In real sense inakani kama unreal, kwa sababu hiyo si real money. These companies that whatever they sell on a daily basis, kama Tesla for example, inauzaka gari 1.7 billion profit. Lakini kwa market, naweza kama money market kitumia jina kiboreyo jina, it's valued more kwa stock market than kwa actual sales. Lakini what makes it inakuwa valued more side nyingine ni ile people believe in that product. Sawa? And they are comfortable spending their whatever disposable income to support your company, to buy a piece of that company. So that's what makes a company valuable. So inaka unreal, by the way. But guess what? What makes Elon Musk worth $400 billion? Ni stocks za SpaceX, Tesla, whatever other company he has. I don't know. Sijui gani ingine. But ile kama tuseme ule king ule wa Mansa Musa, ule alikuwa wa king wa West Africa itwaje? Nimesahau hiyo empire. Mali Empire, Mansa Musa. Alikuwa ako worth 400 billion real assets. Utachukua gold uhesabu. Okay. So which means over time zime appreciate. Probably better more than that now. Unaona sasa kuna hiyo difference. Kama usamangaje, one of the richest person in America, jina yake ni Warren Buffett. Kwa sababu Warren Buffett akona actual companies behind wealth yake. Si just stocks. Akona stocks lakini akona actual producing companies. Zile zina like things that people use on a daily basis. Naelewa? So if money market msamuliza hivyo ilikuwa nani, ilikuwa Wycliffe Ottawa, it's a really good move. Anza. No, you have to start somewhere. Ndio come back to ile tukirudisha back to the beginning, hii topic ya leo ni nini? High price, low production. Ukikuwa too deep into praise and worship, praise. Alafu angalia investment. Mbona watu wa sadaka church na uwezi tuweke kwa money market fund? Hebu jiulize hivyo kwa nini? Which one is more beneficial? Sababu kama ulisahau, suppose kama if you in case you forgot, just in case you forgot, kuna verse kwa Bible inasemangaje? You should leave wealth for your children's children. It's children again, third, fourth generation. Kitu kaa hiyo, unaona? Sijui of us, siwezi think about it sahi, but I'm not that good at that anymore. But kuna hiyo aspect ya kukua, yani sababu if somebody is trying to oppress you, for example, atakwambia, they'll say that they need obedience. See, critical thinking, they need obedience. So anything you try to kukua critically thinking, or try to suppress, so that what? So that they can control you. Even you, unfortunately, religion imetumika in so many places to suppress critical thinking. So lazima ukue very careful na hii story. Ndio saa uzuri hii age ya sahi, we are able to talk about this kwa internet. Kila mtu yani unaweza come, ni kama open market, open forum. Anybody can talk about anything. But see, everything watu wasema ni true. Sometimes watu do vitu for views. Hopefully I don't do that, by the way. Hopefully. So that jai ni bother kwa views. Acha musema, the more I engage na people with like-minded people, inani build pia mimi ni kama ile self improvement. Oh, by the way, kama msajaiziwa kwa sababu swali, hii story yote ya Maisha States yoga self improvement, by the way, movement ni self improvement. Hii si Maisha States, ni ile when I'm showing you around, it's pretty much about self improvement. Ni ile maybe I'm not so good at it, maybe I'll get better, lakini the truth ni ile self improvement kwa sababu there's nobody you can trust to take care of you when you're old than yourself. You can only trust yourself to take care of you, the older you, not the younger you, to take care of the older you. Nobody else can do it. Useme ati my kids, no, come on, no, unjoga hivyo. My kids are selfish, hata say some hiyo jina. They don't care. Oh, we need food, we're hungry, whatever. They don't care. No. When they become adults, wakona hiyo need pia, itakam innate need ya survival, they'll have to look for their own. Sawa, Q&A. I'm lingering too much kwa. Sawa, kwa hivyo Wycliffe ulisemaje? Ebu tuambie about MMF. Nimeitouch kidogo tu. Maybe next time they expound vizuri. Nipo kuna diagrams, juu watu understand diagrams kabisa. Mwona sasa. So, ndio hiyo money market fund. Kauja anza. The best thing is to start. Even before you're ready. Naona. Start before you're ready. Hiyo ni kitu ya Sean Kano, ule channel ya I don't even watch anymore. Alivuta kila mtu job. So, new crowd, new people. I watch sometimes. Lakini, start before you're ready. Naona. Yasema ajile, kama consistency is better than perfection. Sasa, kumbuka tu hivyo. Consistency is always better than perfection. Ukingoja kuwa perfect, you'll never do it. No. You'll do it in your mind and your brains. You'll waste time. Afadhali useme aje, let me just do it anyway and fail, ndio eliminate zile chances za failure. Ile, you just brush it behind you. Useme, this is how not to do business. Oh, number 1, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. Suppose kuna out of 10 you have 10 things. Na borrow from somebody, I think it's Myron Golden. 10 things. Alafu 7 things is how not to do it. Ukimake mistake ya kwanza, ya pili, ya tatu, ya nne, ya tano, you fall 7 times. It may make sense to, I don't know how that, 7 times. The 8th time you won't fail. Kwa nini? Eliminate every chance ya error. The 9th time you won't fail. The 10th time utakuwa perfect sasa. So the first thing ile, kama unapenda mambo ya money market fund, anza. Kama msemesemaje, Collins amesema atakwenda cruise ship. Enda. No. Just go. If you don't have nasema ile in case of where you are in life. Wase wengi watch channel ni between demographic ya 18 to 35 years. Na mimi niko 47, so I'm actually out of the thing. Majority, kwa sababu wanatry kuwa curious, which is really good, by the way. So, kama uko young, hauna kitu inaku hold back, maybe kids or family or something, you can ile flexibility, go work in a cruise ship. Uta-enjoy your adventure. You never know what's going to happen once you get there. So, hiyo ni question ya. Kwa hivyo, Wycliffe, Ottawa, tushamalizia swali yako poa kabisa. Edward Kamasa, Albo, good evening. It's 8:55 p.m. Ilikuwa some time back, nikiona comment in Nairobi. Baridi ya June imeanza. Oh, poleni sana, poleni. Hapa tuko na jua ya Garissa. Poleni. Hapa tunakaribia summer, by the way, tunakaribia summer in the next few weeks hivi. Hata sijui summer hiyo enda so fast. Hata sitaki tukaribie. Wacha to hope to. Niko na swali, mbona if a person does something, he fails for the first time but succeed the second time? Ni kama nimeanza hivyo, Edward Kamau. Kwa sababu ukifanya the first time, you're not aware of anything, which is good. Kwa sababu kama failing is succeeding. Mimi, my personal life, nikifail the first time, mujua I'm on the right track. Nikisucceed, musema, no, there's something is wrong here. Things are not that easy in my life, by the way. Sijui kwa nini. I don't even know why. It's always a challenge, ni upstream. Nipatanga hiyo, I don't know where I got that from. Life most of the time ni kama river in a flow. Na tukiangalia example, river in a flow from the north ama from the higher plains to the lower plains. So in life, the true sense of life ni ile, you are swimming in the river upstream against the current. Hiyo ndio life iko. So if you start swimming against the current, chances are 9 times out of 10 utakuwa na the current will try and push you down. So you're going against it. Naona sasa against. That's the only way itakuwa. Utafail the first time, alafu uangalie, because ile vile musema ile quote ile. Somebody made that quote. Naona. If you're not failing, ile too simple, simplify hivyo. If you're not failing in something, what does that mean? Mnajua your answer. Isi crowdy. You're not even trying. Naona. Sababu when you try something and fail, that means you may try. That's a good thing. Sababu usha eliminate, this is how not to do it, this is how to do it. Umeona? Suppose you umeenda embassy for the first time kuchukua visa as student. Ukaambiwa rejected. At least for the first time umejua people get pink slips. Before that didn't even occur. It didn't even haikuwa exist in your universe. Umeona sasa? At least nimeingia American embassy. Now I have a clue. Niambie mimi, this happens to me every single time, by the way. Kiangalia ukweli kabisa. Kuna place mwenda kufilm saa zingine. Sometimes mwoga lucky. Kama si uenda kwa the Cedar Center. Cedar ni place for the nation. I'm familiar with that sababu tumedo a couple of shows huko hivyo. Si shows zangu, au ni invite. Musema I'm taking pictures for free. Hiyo ndio ni yangu kuingia. Kama nimepost video moja ya BN kwa TikTok na kwa Facebook. Sijui kana post YouTube, I don't know, I'll think about it. Lakini hiyo video nilishoot kama nilikuwa concert. Niliingia kwa hiyo space, ilitwa Caboose. I've never been there before. I see it every day. I drive past. I've never been in there. But it's different when you're thinking, how do I film a concert, somebody on stage in the Caboose? Guess the first video in the mix. There is a post, by the way. But I wish there's a post in the future that you explain, that you redeemed. Oh, this was my first video in a concert. Camera iko ina shake, nikafanya nini na nini. I didn't know what I was doing. But I was willing to do it anyway. So nichukua ile monopod, itakuwa monopod. Kuna tripod, monopod. Ile stick refu ile. Yangu yonga very high, ni kama tuseme 10 feet. Nika kamera huko juu. Alafu nikata kurecord. So the problem is how I was so confused that I do so much stuff na camera. So mpaka nimekuwa na habit moja hivi. Before I do something, fanya kama if I'm going to do photography, the first thing I do ni learn kwa umsa itonga nani tailor something. You take a blank picture. Kwa nini? Ukipiga picha hivi utaangalia kamera kumbuke, oh, I don't have a SD card. Oh, ukienda kurecord useme, oh, I don't have, utakumbuka something you don't have. No. Alafu sa nikasahau out of focus. Due the previous event kwa do kitu kingine different. But the fact that I failed the first time kushoot video, I got somebody was terrible. According to me, it was terrible. I could have done better. So ever since that concert, musemaje, I have to be comfortable filming somebody in low light, as lights na change kila saa zile red, blue, green, RGB, W, UV, something, whatever. Hizo lights. So I failed. Musemaje, I don't think I'm worth you paying me while I'm trying to do something. I don't want that. Let me do it for free. Just let me. You want me to pay? I'll pay at the entrance. I'm paying for experience. Kama sasa nimejua anytime naingia concert ya usiku, lazima niko na at least lens ile iko 1.8, 1.4, 1.2. Hiyo ni inatongaje ile aperture, unaona? Ile iris. Kwa nini? Unakufungua lens wide open. Juu kwa concert light you change. So na mu prefer kwa camera nyuma ya artist. If they let me, sometimes they don't. But because I'm doing it for free, I don't care. I'll just do it anyway. So nimusha hiyo kitu ile somewhere inanipatia I'm learning something. I'm challenging myself. Sababu kukuwa parent, alafu na una hobby or anything else, ni dangerous. So Edward Kamau, fail the first time. Itakupatia ile roadmap how to do it right. Sababu now ushai fail. Alafu the second time succeed. That's pretty easy. Other the third, more than 4 is my lucky number, baby. 4. No, I don't know why 4. 4 is my lucky number. The fail 1, 2, 3, then the 4th time the Peter. All my other could get license here tracking nilienda 4 times. The 4th time nilipata license. Kama ujuange story kwa video moja mzee sana. Mpaka Musa una video mzee. Sasa, so right here on time waiting to hear more. Oh, thank you. Hii ni kwa swali ya leo kubwa. Nimelinga hapo sana. Mambo vipi? Ni Brian Lucalo. Brian amerudi leo. Nimekumbuka hii jina from last time. So, okay, ngoja. Emmanuel Kipchirchir also saw. sijapita poa kabisa. So high praise kills creativity. That's true. I mean click. By the way, you know these things already, by the way. You know these things. You know these things already. Nile, when you start discussing them, inakuwa saa more, ni kama ina open up. Unasema, oh yeah, it's true. Unaona. Hata mimi kuna nasema, naitika tu. Unaona. Ukiangalia place neighborhood iko na many churches, productivity is very low. Why? Because everybody is going for worship. Nothing wrong with that, by the way, disclaimer. I'm not saying it's wrong. Musema kama, ukiluza, what do you think of church? Musema ni kama a social nest, safety net, kitu kaa hiyo. Ile inakuguide kwa character, especially kwa hiyo world ile kuna so many influences, you can be anything you want. Ukikuwa grounded in a form of religion, a group of believers, inakupatia kunavigate life ile juu, ni kama inakupatia safeguard how to live life. Lakini in the broader aspect ya hiyo religion, because ni kitu inadeal na spirituality, some people take advantage of people using the same spirituality. If you're spiritually background, uko in danger because somebody anaweza kumanipulate easily. Kwa nini? Akambie, toa your 10%, Mungu atakubariki. Alafu jiulize, mbona kuambia ile part ingine invest 10%, Mungu atakubariki. It's true. Mbona kuambia hivyo, mbona nikutoa kwa church tu, mbona isikue okay, yeah, tithe ni 10%, investment 10%. Every time you give to church, give to yourself in the future. Kwa nini? Everybody knows we get old. Sawa. Alafu only the younger you will take care of the older you. So kama unatoanga sadaka faithfully, that's good. So chukua hiyo multiply, useme I'm going to do kama ni money market fund, toa the same kwa, si kwa savings account ya kawaida, high yield savings account. Ile ina increase in value as you save. So use the same thing. Unatoa kwa church, unatoa kwa wewe in the future. Naona hapa US utanga 401k. Kuna hizo 401k, kuna Roth IRA. Hizo ni retirement investment account. I think IRA inamaanisha hivyo. IRA, investment retirement IRA account. Yeah, that's true. It means exactly. Najishuku. Naona investment retirement account. Una save for the future. Buy stocks kama S&P 500. Hizo ni the 500 high performing companies kwa stock market. Uta buy a share of all of them. So you're not really losing. Moja ki lose value, inaanguka chini, ina replace na nyingine. Buy hiyo nyingine pia. Unaona? So at least you're competing. Sababu suppose I'm just sitting here doing nothing every day. If you just have money in the account, maybe kwa your regular account ila ina interest, it's losing value every day as it sits there. Mwona hivyo. Kuna skit fulani ya wish ningeipost. Inakuwa hivi, money makes money when money revolves around. Sawa. Ilikuwa kama the Three Stooges. Naweza tuka example kitu kama hiyo. Suppose kama mimi na wacha nitumie Brian Lucalo kama example. I owe you $1 million, for example. Sikia poa labda na smile sahi, nimempatia $1 million. Alafu tuseme the previous account, Emmanuel Kipchirchir anani owe $1 million. So look at this. So this is what I'll do. Emmanuel ananipatia $1 million anilipe in cash. Niseme, thank you Emmanuel, you paid off your debt. Emmanuel ni millionaire. Alafu amenipatia mimi $1 million. Alafu mimi nichukue $1 million nipatie Brian Lucalo. So, what have I just done? I'm making money move around, by the way. Alafu maybe you never know that ukiangalia kwa Emmanuel akona Brian akona Emmanuel $1 million. So guess what just happened? The $1 million that Emmanuel alikuwa naye amenipatia mimi. So what does that mean exactly? satisfy debt yake ile anani gave me $1 million. Now because I received the $1 million, nasema I owe somebody $1 million, Brian Lucalo. Nipatia Brian Lucalo $1 million shika. So pia mimi nimesatisfy debt yangu, nipatia Brian Lucalo. Pia amesema I have $1 million. Umechukua $1 million umepatia Emmanuel Kipchirchir tena. Umeona Kipchirchir ndio hapa hivi kwa YouTube, by the way. Naweza tumia jina yote, hizi ziko hapa karibu, so I'm just using the names that I have in hand. Nimemekawa say millionaire. Msiende kwa rob, by the way. They're just millionaires. Emmanuel ndio hapa hivi. So now no kidding. So the moment you $1 million, it's the same $1 million, it can revolve around. Guess what? It's meeting its objectives. Kwa nini? So money makes more money when money is being circulated, in circulation. Sasa, tukiangalia hivyo, maybe Emmanuel owes me money because nimfanyia service fulani. Sawa. So nisharenda hiyo service. He's paid me for my service. Then maybe Brian alifanyia service fulani. So as soon as nishapata ile pesa Emmanuel, nimemrudishia. So ile value, ile service, it's the same amount of money in a revolve too, alafu ina create more money. Kwa nini? So unable. So when they give me the money, I pay for my other services too. So money needs to be circulating. Usichukue pesa kwa mattress, labda gold maybe. Like kama ni gold sawa, kama ni real estate sawa. Kwa sababu real estate ina appreciate anyway. Lakini ikisema ati I'm getting my money ni chini ya mattress, hizo tu ni currency. They don't mean anything. Understand how money works. Itakusaidia sana kwenda mbele, kuinvest na kila kitu. Money needs to be constantly in circulation. Ndio create more money. That's ukiona kama msasa maaje, nunua shares saa hii, weka do kwa money market fund. 10 years from now it make sense. Kwa nini? Itakuwa keep up na inflation, ina grow. Haita die huko, yani haitakufa kwa ile story ati exist kabisa. Itakuwa ina exist continuously. Sawa. Keep money flowing, alafu itakuwa poa hivyo. That's why very funny hapa hivi. So lipa taxes kwa gava. The gava sema, "Oh, hii barabara imeharibika. We're gonna fix this road." Kama sasa hii juzi ilikuwa 2 weeks ago nilikuwa naongea na Paul. Paul ule best yangu ule Paul alikuwa Dubai UAE. Ana driving truck siku hizi. Ame drive truck for 1 year already. Alikam States the first year aka 1 year tukaongea. Exactly after 1 year alikuwa na CDL. Now he's driving, gaining experience. Nimwambia Paul, usilale. Amesema nangoje hii mwaka ipite. After 2 years atabuy truck yake pia yaendelee. So yeye alikuwa on point. Ajai lose your focus, on point kabisa. And he's doing good by the way. Aliniambia wakamebuild railway, waka-inspect wakapata hiyo railway too close together. Wakabomwa yote. So Paul alifanya weekendi akibringio mchanga kwa pile fulani. So alibringio mchanga kwa akasema, "Hey, album mazee ni waste ni aje. Wame waste everything." Wameanza kambia exactly, wana scrap everything off. Kwa nini? Juu ile kitu Oshia lay down iko na depreciation, they'll buy new ones. Rail yao yakazile mabaa hizi alafu weka rail on top. Alafu on Monday nikaenda job asubuhi, my job was to move hiyo takataka kwa dump site ingine. So they move it from here mpaka here weekendi, then come from here to, so hiyo movement hiyo inakani kama useless, but guess what? It creates more money. And governments know that. They always keep money in circulation. Ni ile kama example ya Kenya ni ile maybe we have a lot of people wale wako maskini that participate kwa hii economy. Kwa nini? The best way to participate kwa economy, anza kununua hizo, weka do kwa hizo money market fund. Zinaka unreal, hatujazoea hizi vitu. Ni kama mtu unamwambia fungua trust. Anasema no, I don't trust the trust. Ile kwa iko na kiongea na podcast fulani nimekumbuka sini DJ Clue. My dad does not trust the trust. Trust in the trust. No. Hizi vitu, understand how money works na vile kitu na flow every day. Be part of your group ili na benefit kwa hizi vitu. The one that unaanza, your money starts working for you on a daily basis. Not just you working for the money every day. Hiyo ni itongaje, Kiswahili word for that. Utumwa. Utumwa, stacks and age, ama slavery, utumwa. So, if you're just working for the money and utumwa. Toa tu 10% by the way. Ni discipline, ni self-discipline. Sababu, ita make sense baadaye. Mona, si sahi. So, tuendelee Q&A, YouTube hapa hivi. Sioni anything TikTok so far. I think ni refresh. I don't see anything coming through. Labda wasa nasikiza tu akipitia. So, kuna Mugo Zaka asema vipi Albo? Niko poa kabisa. Hapa ni masalamu tu. Daniel Muli asema niko, karibu. Kuna Uncle Simre. VP RB. Hope you're doing good. Amenita jina ingine. Ni Al. Mwito Albert. Al. Alama amesikia tu ila amesikia nasema, thanks sana for introducing us to audiobooks. It's so educative. Ayo ni poa. That's really good by the way. If you're doing that, that's good. Unaonaje, unasemaje? Unalearn vitu mingi, si ndio? At least you hear somebody else say things you've never heard in your life. By the way, mimi niko hivyo by the way. Most of the things nimekuwa hapa hivi US, I keep getting surprised. Kama tuseme, mimi naishi hapa, but naishi place naitwa Plymouth, Minnesota. Hapa hivi Minnesota by the way. Come to ajui. Vikings town hapa hivi Minnesota. Timberwolves, Vikings to lose championship semifinals. The better teams than sisi. Anyway, so every time kama jari menda kwa best yangu fulani, one of my good friends, brother yangu basically, tumejuana sijui 15 years, alikuwa na graduation, nikaenda kwa park fulani. Kurealize, guess what? I've never been to that park. Ever. It's my first time. It's about, wow. So kuna places you think you've been to, but you've never been to. There's so much to discover. So imagine usemeaje, umeanza hii journey yako ya self-education. You're learning things. But musemaje, it's better off to just listen to a book. Amesema hivyo, audiobook. just listen to it sababu itakupatia concept. Ni kama muscle. You're building your mind muscle, unaona? Yasemaje if mimi sina muscles more by the way. Mimi ni kabudala alafu mdu job kila siku, unfortunately. I'm not the best example for that. Lakini ile sema mental muscle. Every time sababu your mind iko na data, inaweza keep so much data information that you'll be surprised. Kama mimi reason why muongea vile naongea hivi kila saa, every time I'm thinking, why? Because these things are already in my mind. They can take everything away from you, but they can't take what's in your mind. Hapo iko hidden in your mind. So every time unajiexpose kwa book hiyo ngapoa sana juu people take time to write books. Unapata kama niko na idea, nimekaa 3 months writing it down. No, putting it down on like it makes sense. Afu kapatia editor kai edit. So when you're reading a book, ni kama you're experiencing somebody's inner thoughts in writing. So but suppose you've never met Warren Buffett. If you read his book, that's the closest you'll get to meet him in person. There's some example. Anaongea na wewe, no? So I don't think Warren Buffett is akuena live kama hii. Maybe he can. I don't know. Hapo kusema kuna Reiki anasema I started reading books out of shame. Now I'm addicted. That's good. No. Just read books. Every time on a moment, can't say mimi sinanga moment. Honestly speaking, job yangu ni very hands-on. I drive the whole day. Alafu, while I'm driving though, I can listen to audiobooks periodically, in between. You can pause, you can continue, ila hivyo. So, inakuwa more productive. As much as I'm wasting my time to drive the whole day, it is wasting time. Getting paid for wasting time is good pay, by the way. If you're gonna do something stupid, make sure it's worth it. Trucking you to Sydney for 125 an hour. So imagine I'm paying 125 an hour to drive truck and listen to books at the same time. 2 birds in one stone. No, that's not evil. Would introduce something in your mind that you never thought exist. Maybe just get money market. You say, what the hell is money market? Oh, okay, money market funds. Oh, how does it work? Unaweka 10,000 inagrow na interest every month. Mbona hivyo sasa? Kama usikia mambo ya trust. Nimesikia trust ni nini? Sasa yani I get it. I know it enough to explain it to you. Kind of makes sense. More, at least in the US. Sijui ma laws of countries ziko aje, but nime understand more in the US. I don't try to encourage mbuyu tuanze trust na yeye kila kitu. Jina make sense hivyo. If you're going to do it, don't do it alone. Alafu if it's an investment, by the way, see free. Nimesemaje in the beginning, you can say one day I'll get $1 million. Okay, that's one day. When is your one day? Itakuwa kesho. It could be tomorrow. You never know. It could be a week from today. Makumbuka, if you say one day I'm going to make $1 million, guess what? You have to start now. See it one day. You go one day later, one day tomorrow. So it's like every day in the future. Ni kama historia somebody, when you go to heaven, then you'll experience all the good things in heaven. But at the moment you're not experiencing anything useful, you're just suffering. No, it makes sense. One day, lazima useme, today is a day. Wachana one day. Leo naanza leo. I'm going to start a money market account. Nikona how much? Nikona $50. Shika weka ndani anza. Start. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Good. Perfectly. Miki as a tracking, I didn't even know what I was doing. You're going to make so many rookie mistakes. Ungenichekelea, by the way. By the time kamkwambua, this is not how you do it. Do it this way. You can realize I was so far off. It's embarrassing kujua how far I was kwa history yote. So, kuwa tu start something and fail. So, amesema audiobooks huu ni Aiko Sirme, I think Sami, maybe ANK. Amesema kuna hizo YouTube channel albo I would like to introduce kwa Maisha States family. Gani? Sema kabisa. Kuna hizi YouTube channel. Introduce to, by the way. Introduce kabisa. Listen, anybody kuna ile everything in common. Kuna wase come hateful in the beginning. Which I understand. Alafu na realize, oh, wait a minute. Why am I hateful? Listen ubaya na wewe, by the way. Maybe if you don't know, I'm here to learn from you too. Sababu ni engagement. Najua hata hii kwa hii live kwa home, kwa household, I got a problem now. Naambia, it's only 2 hours. I'm not even gone. I'm just in the basement. No. Anyway, introduce to baze, introduce. Nasema Anko Sirme ama Sami sijui. Sami. Zikwa Sami, Sirrme. Anajua. Watu wana very creative way majina. Money market fund. Sasa answer. Nani Wycliffe tukiongea story. Kuna msana ameniokolea hapa hivi kwa TikTok. So kuna aitwaje, kuna Anko Sami tuseme tu Sami, ya make sense hivyo. Amesema kuna Alex Harmozy, namjua huyo by the way, mumsikizanga sana. Kuna Cody Sanchez, mungejua Cody Sanchez every single day. Kuna Dan Cole, sijaona Dan Cole, alafu kuna Tom Kaumar ama tukayo so mujua Cody Sanchez alikuwa investment banker kwa inaitwaje hii kampuni itongaje na Saudi investment account kwa New York Stock Exchange. Alafu yongejua small businesses. Cody Sanchez quote sana by the way, quote sana hata ile topic ya last week nilipata kwa Cody Sanchez. Alafu Alex Harmozy pia the same thing. Yoga ni self. I take time to listen to everybody. Maybe hao wengine sijawajua. Dan Cole sijamsikiza na Tom ni Kaur kitika hiyo sijawasikiza bado. Kuna mwingine amesema more pia hapa hivi. Kuna Aki Abdallah, kuna Emma Grande kitika hiyo sijawasikiza hao wase wote, lakini I know about these channels. Moga ukiangalia kwa ile kama for you page ni TikTok, unapata everything ni business related. No, kuna ile interest yangu. Na mostly au ni shows za politics, I think juu ya elections ilikuwa hivyo, lakini sikizi imeanza kupungua kidogo. Umeona? Repeat the names again. Inaanza na hivi, kuna Alex Harmozy, Hormozi. Hiyo ni Alex Harmozy, very famous by the way. Amekuwa famous during the last 10 years. Yonge juu mambo ya self help. Can you write the names here on TikTok? Acha nione kama naweza write hizo na names TikTok. Kama naingia kama a different user. Ngoja nione. How do you do this now? Nikienda live. No, inakataa. Ngoja. Oh, na simu wrong. Acha kama naweza type kwa computer. Amesema introduce kuna Alex Harmozy for you page. Za type aje jina. Typing sasa Maisha States. Za type kwa live. Okay, kama nizia kwa live. Tawakao, hope hakuna sound isinikatie sana. Sasa so nikienda kwa comment. Slide. Inakataa. Alex, okay, maybe sijui kama kuna retry again. Niko na simu nyingine, mtu mwingine ako na simu, niko try to get rid kumhepesha. Or repeat, sasa nimepata comment hapa hivi. So ya first amesema ni Alex Harmozy, Alex H. Hii ni ya kwanza. Na type kama hata sijui na type kama nini hapa, hata sijui. Maybe kama ni Maisha States. Man, nakataa. Naweza nitype jina. Ngingia kama a different user. Ngikuwa poa. How do you do this, man? Wacha ni spell, kama unasikiza. Wacha ni spell. Ita take time mob sana. So kuna Alex, A-L-E-X, Harmozy, ama na pronounce aje? Maybe na pronounce ba. H-O-R, ama ni Hormozy. Kitika hiyo. H-O-R-M-O-Z-I. Hiyo ni wa kwanza. Naweza type hapa? I think naweza type hapa hivi. Nikimove phone ndio na move camera there. So kuna alafu kuna fanya hivi msauza namba Nella Mwangi. Come YouTube iko kwa screen. Kwa YouTube. Just make it easier. Hii live iko recorded by the way, itakuwa kwa YouTube by the way, itakuwa kwa by the way, ukimiss any live future kuna playlist kwa YouTube hiyo inaitwa Man Cave Talk Live. Unapata everything huko hivyo. Muweka everything questions na kama kwa screen. Ni vile sija figure out how to integrate TikTok ikam kwa screen pia. I'm working on it by the way. Lazima ni buy equipment fulani. Kuna ingine a longer process lakini ina involve kuwa na a different software. Na muli pia ile mtumia hapa itonga nini? StreamYard. Mtumia StreamYard. So kama YouTube utaiona. Kuna Alex Harmozy, Cody Sanchez, Dan Cole, alafu kuna Tom Kaur, alafu amesema mwingine ni mgani hapa hivi, kuna Aki Abdallah, alafu kuna Emma Grade, G-R-E-D-E. Sa Nelly, come YouTube, Maisha States YouTube, live, utaiona sasa kwa screen. Ukimiss, itakuwa minute gani? Maybe 50 minutes in kwa live. Kitu kama hiyo 50 minutes. Yeah, 50 minutes in utaiona. utascroll kwa 50 minutes in, utaona everything. Hizi lives iko recorded by the way, everything iko recorded. Hata kuna recorded version iko more clear, better everything, ina coming hivyo. So it's a very helpful channel. That's true. Uncle Sami naweza sema hivyo, umeona. I got them, thanks, that's good then. Alex Samosi, Cody Sanchez, Danco. Okay, Hot Tea ameitapa hapa hivi, amekam yote kabisa. Watch how I say by the way, itakuwa a different set, lakini kama mimi nimeanza hivi, somebody, I mean, nilianza hivi na my financial journey ilianza na Dave Ramsey. Mumtaja kila siku. I've never met him by the way, but mwanza na yeye juu ilinipatia platform. When I came to the US sikuwa na information ya finances, I made mistakes, nilifail. Nilifuata hivi, unajua kuna ile dream so organize kuja states ile we have a dream, have highlighted them. Sasa that's good. Heart TV amezi amesemaje, Heart TV amezi highlight kwa TikTok, so that's good. So unapata hauna information, you don't really know what you're doing, you just kinda unabahatisha tu. Unajua I'm supposed to have a car, alafu mimi so isiliba nafikiria which is the best car in the world, BMW. Nimejipeleka pale kwa BMW dealership, I want this number 80,000. Oh, do you have a job? Yes. Anyway, number initially you need to have a job, you need to have good credit. And what is credit? So na sasa boldly nikaambia let's run your credit, nikapatia social security, akaniambia au qualify to buy hii gari, but you can buy this car ile staki, then baadaye maybe 3-4 years from now utakuwa build credit, then you can come back alafu ununue hiyo unataka. Sasa mini ilikuwa mini ni BMW by the way. Sema sasa mimi buy mini, hapana, siwezi buy mini. Nikaona hapana. So ndio ile kukuwa sensible, nikaenda kubuy Toyota Corolla S. Ndio hivyo, Toyota Corolla S. Ile S na maanisha sports. Ilikuwa na zile marims, vitu kama hizo na katu, ina stand out. Ilikuwa the cheapest that I could afford, alafu ilikuwa stick shift. Sawa. That was my first car. Nikaa naye 2 years, nikailipa. That's when I started building credit. I just do credit ni nini by the way. I had to go to the bank and explain it. It didn't even make sense the first time. Kwa hivyo ukisikia kitu in the beginning you've never understood it, you're learning. Itakuwa hard in the beginning, but it gets easier the more you go. No. I mean Ali Abdallah ni ule kwa UK, ule yoga alikuwa anasomea medicine alafu akaswitch akakuja kwa YouTuber. Alafu ni inspiration, I think so. Ni yeye. Kuna watu wengi wamekuwa hapa YouTube au encourage say. So utalearn hizi vitu pole pole, especially come states, kama come states. Umeona? So Alberto, mbona black Americans hujita black people like the title ni exclusive to them? Si wanajitanga hivyo by the way, ni ile so itwa hivyo. Na kama Native Americans si itongaje homogeny. Swahili word ya nini? Yani si kama it's not just one group. Yeah, black American. See one group wako different. Ile the government classifies people as that. Unaelewa? Kama sasa kuna ile white, black, Latino, Asian. Unataka hiyo ni common government, unaona hivyo? Common government titles. Unataka hizo. So, wakijita black people ni ile suitonga black people. We are not really black by the way. Hata wale wako dark skin ile mi wanga brown. My kids sema niko dark brown maybe kutoka hiyo. Maybe light na mekana brown sana, light brown. Mwanga dark brown. Ukiangalia kala yako uko brown. Blacks ni very few. But ile hiyo ndio classification ya gava. Kama say Native Americans, hiyo kusema Native Americans ina describe the people, they are native to this land, the Americans. Sawa. Lakini kwa gava, kwa federal government wako classify kama American Indians. Sawa. Ni name tu, but that's the official name yao. So according to gava, federal government wako classified under the Native American Indians group. Alafu watu wausi wako black people. Sawa, alafu na white people. Hivyo ni classification ya federal government, which can change. Ni kama disrespectful. Kama ilikuwa American Indian ilikuwa kama insulting. Siku hizi kukuwa politically correct wanaitwa Native Americans. Sawa. Alafu wametoka Europe wafa kuitwa immigrant Europe. But because they're the ones in power, tutakujiona kama hao ndio exclusive. But I don't think ni kuna vitu deeper kwa hizo manini. Can't kuja understand kuna Native Americans, blacks by the way, Native American, black kabisa black. Kama ule demo alinigonga kwa accident this year, kawa so najua yeye mwenyewe ni Native American. Umeona? Acha nikwambie kitu moja funny. Ushaanza una meet group fulani ya Americans, ile African Americans ama waitonga black people wanajita Tainiqua, Tyrone. Hizo majina. Hizo ni Native American names by the way. surprisingly I didn't even know that. Pia mimi nilikuwa ignorant kama kila mtu. Hizo Matainikoa, Tainik, hizo ni ni original names. Cherokee, hiyo ni tribe, unaona? Kuna hizo tribe yani iko identify kwa specific kwa hiyo area. Si eti ni homogeny kama hapa Minnesota sio gana the Dakota. Dakota ndio tribe hapa hivi. Si North Dakota ile state. The tribe ilikuwa inaishi hapa hivi before kwa displaced na mambo ya colonialism na kutake over. Inaitwa Dakota. Sasa kuna da na d Dakota. Alafu kuna Lakota. Alafu nimesahau hiyo nyingine Lakota, Dakota, Nakota. So hao ni 3 different communities wanaishi hii area. Alafu kuna sijui kuna the band of Ojibwe. Ojibwe walitoka New York wakamove hapa hivi because of a prophecy. Juu ile walihama huko hivyo wanaishi north hivi. Wako na territory zao by the way, natives. Lakini kama hawana cooperation ama ndio that's why suffer. There's so much information you have no idea. Mimi nitakuwa ignorant squeeze. Msema nikisema kitu ignorantly kama sahi I apologize in advance. Juu ndalani your truth. One of you can educate in a few weeks hivi. Na asi hivyo albo. So lile title yao napoa na federal government. Sawa? That's why. Sisi wanajitanga hivyo. They accept it. Ni kama hii jina ile jina NIGG whatever, hiyo jina. They used to call us that. So wanatake hiyo the same name, wanajiita kama ile endearment. Oh, you're my N-word. No. Ile because they call you that, they accept. You say I more ni kama it's weaponized against you, alafu unaichukua na turn into positive. Sawa? Accept as if that's what you think I am, then I'm gonna be that. Say like a title for endearment. Kai sema you're my N-word. It's a good thing, no. Kwa sisi you. No. So hi bro, hope you had a great week tapping in on the Man Cave. Karibu sana Favored Paul. So Wycliffe ameendelea hapa sema I have even heard them say that Africans are not black people. Depends who you listen to, by the way. Mimi nasema hivyo, kuwa very careful online, please. The fact that somebody is confidently telling you something, can me say I'm very confident, I manish it's true. No. Do your due diligence. Maybe ukiona kama ni musema hivi, every time naona kama mtu akona thought kwa TikTok for example, scroll through, musema no, this is new information. Alafu sema let me check out their channel. Alafu nafungua ile page yao yote. Nikipata video zake ziko inconsistent, naona huyu atafuta views. Sawa? Juu kama sema upate kama yangu ilikuwa TikTok yangu imekuwa inconsistent in a way. Before nilianza kama na post my videos zilikuwa short form, zilikuwa na caption. Somebody was doing that for me by the way. Hata si mimi alianza channel yake pia mwenyewe. So kusema I don't have time to do that by the way. Kukatakata ma video. I don't have time. Maybe I will in the future. That's why nisemaje, because of that niliamua hivi. From now on I'm going to be saving my videos. Ile nikidu live na save. Kwa nini? Better quality. In case in future I need to revisit this story, ndakuwa na vertical video ama horizontal nikamkuili baadaye. Alafu the reason why I started posting on TikTok is because only allow horizontal finally. Lakini ile programming ya watu wengi openda vertical. So you can realize if you post a viral 1-minute video, inakuwa na more reach than a vertical video. Like sasa mimi unfortunately mimi sikwagi msewa kutafuta views by the way. Views ni poa kwa internet, ni kama unakupatia ile at least you're reaching out to somebody. So sikwagi na I don't work hard in that. Musema kama najua kuna wale wase people who decide to take action in things. Awaga in any population in the world ni 5% by the way. Understand hiyo kitu. Ukiamua leo kama mse wa kwanza kwa sema kwenda cruise ship for salary ya 2k a month. Ukiamua kwenda hiyo cruise ship wewe mwenyewe, just understand the fact you're 5% of the population. Umedu hiyo kitu. People who take action ni 5%. Kwa nini? Watu waga it's easily for everybody to be complacent. Unakuwa comfortable in your status quo. Sawa? So muaga I'm never uncomfortable. Kama maybe that's what tuna disagree na watu wengi sana kwa circle yangu. Jamuona kama there's always something extra. So musema as long as I live, I'll always be extra. Because I'll be extra ndio from where I used to be to where I am right now, which is along the way hata sijafika bado, to the future. I'm always seeking something better, learning new things. No. Ni kama na try kuile mentally. Kama sasa hii live muifanya tile because I know the interaction na watu, I will learn something from you guys too. Na hopefully pia mna learn something from mimi. Kwa sababu kama tunashapeniana, you'll always be the 5%. People who take action ni 5%. 95% ni awaga wanakuwa complacent, they just get comfortable. Ama nasema let's just be fair, maybe tuseme 80% awaga complacent, alafu hiyo remaining 50% ni wale maybe means zao ziwezi walao hata wafike hiyo level ya complacent, they just struggling, which that's what the society is in general. Ni kama vile kuna wase wako well body, kuna wase wako handicap. So we rule out the handicap from the society. No, we can't do that. What we need to do is to take care of the handicap, kwa sababu wale wase wako on top, they can take care of wale wako at the bottom. Kwa nini? Ndio to bring ile equilibrium, ile equality. Like kuna wase hapa US au na kama equality ni torture. No, hasa manga if you used to privilege, ukisikia word kama equality, to you it's oppression. No, sije kwa nini au ngosa wao na feel kama ni oppression. Why they are not equal to us? So for them to be comfortable, lazima wakuwa oppress mtu. It makes sense, by the way. Why do you want to oppress somebody else? No. Kila mtu tuna breathe the same air, but unfortunately hii oxygen hajai change. Kuna msalsama yangu kitu sijui kama ni Neil deGrasse Tyson alisema the oxygen that I breathe today, hii oxygen hii, chances are because it's the same element, hakuna mali imeenda. Julius Caesar breathe the same oxygen, ilimuingia akaitoa kama carbohydrates ikasplit kwa oxygen tena mwingine akaibreathe. We are recycling the breath. Hakuna elements zile by the way, the same elements. So the oxygen that you breathe, labda ile best yako amebreathe oxygen jana, wewe umeichukua leo, it's the same compound by the way. So kusema kama uko exclusive wapi? Ni ideology, you're lying to your mind. No, we share the same things. Tukunywa maji the same. Unakunywa, it goes through you, it does its thing. Compound I change, bado ni H2O. Itakuwa H2O plus something else, H3O, HW, whatever. Back to water again. Element I change, we consume the same things. So what makes you special? For example, juu kuna pigmentation. Na pigmentation ukienda kwa jua unachomeka. I don't know. Watu wako na joke sana. Nasema kama joke sana. Question ni mingi pia hapa nimesahau. So kuna Hot Tea TV, like the video for engagement. Wase like the video. Amenikumbusha Musa hau kila siku. Isaidia wale wase wanakama after sisi, wale wanakama kuwatch recording. Tasaidia. So Steve amesema nini hapa? Amesema boss recommend the books we should read. Thanks. Steve, kuna so many books. Ena tu is Think and Grow Rich, vitu kaa hizo. No. Kuna books mob sana by the way. List yangu ni mwataka show off. Kisema hivi, suppose niseme acha kwa Amazon yangu. Acha nina kwa Amazon yangu tu sahi. Books that I'm going to buy anyway. Sawa. Hii ni personal, haina kitu. Acha niangalie ile nyingine ya books. Moja na mbili. Kuna business na personal. So business iko na 16 books hapa. Example, ile nikisikia topic fulani nasema I want to read this book. Alafu pia naiweka hapo hivyo, I'll buy the book then I'll listen to the audio first. Take your time. So kuna ile book ya kwanza kuna hapa hivi, hii itakuwa protocol kwa everybody. Inaitwa Real Estate Investing 101. Hii ni book iko kwa list yangu, iko hapa kwa list. Alafu ya pili ni ile Living Trust. Nilisikia ndio one of the best books about trust. The only living trust book you'll ever need. Hii ni book ya pili, iko kwa list yangu hapa hivi. Alafu kuna nyingine Confession of an Economic Hitman, third edition, John Perkins. Hii ni kama ile tu ya I want to know hiyo mambo ya hitman ni nini. Unaona? Kuna Economic Hitman. Hizo ni mbili zinafanana category fulani. Read People Like a Book. Hii ni Read People Like a Book by Patrick King. Hii ni book nyingine iko hapa kwa list. Alafu kuna hii ni A Slavery for the Peanuts. There's something about peanuts, how they really create slavery. Ilikuwa cash crop, peanuts. Alafu kuna Super Imperialism, The Economic Strategy of American Empire. Ndaba hiyo book. Alafu kuna Metabolism, The Lure and the Lies of Processed Food. Hiyo ni mambo ya health. So kuna book moja na buy. Every book inanipatia curiosity na ibuy. Alafu kuna Buffett, The Making of an American Capitalist. Hii ni Warren Buffett, lakini si ameandika, ni Roger Lowenstein. Kama ile Einstein, kitu kama hiyo. Unaona? A Random Walk Down the Wall Street. Nyingine ndio hiyo. Alafu Are You Well? How to Win the Financial Game of Life Investing. Shirley Liu. Alafu hii ni Common Sense Investing. Mwana, every book ni diet, exercise, financing. Naona hivyo. Stock Investing for Beginners. Hiyo ndio ibuy pia. alafu kuna hii Ultimate Cookbook for Metabolism Freedom. So hizi ni book na buy sometime when I have enough disposable income. Sijajilipa bado. I'm handling some other things. So I'm gonna keep some funds ya kubuy books. When I get those funds, nachukua hizi books from itwaje zile something that I like na they convert into checkout. Niko na 16. Hizi ni books zote hapa hivi. Maybe 12 hivi. So most of my books different. Before that, nikiangalia kwa ile the last book that I bought kwa list itakuwa nini? Kwa orders before itakuwa books fulani hapa order. Oh, lazima niende more. The last book nilinunua ilikuwa gani? Ilikuwa man, acha nitoke tu hapa. Nakumbuka vitu mob na ni distract anyway. So kuna so many books. Na sasa tu anza na ile Dave Ramsey ni very easy read. Ile Dave Ramsey alafu kuja kama Think and Grow Rich. Ukuje kama Robert Kiyosaki ile book yake ya nini ya Total Money Makeover ndio Dave Ramsey. Alafu kuna Think and Grow Rich, hiyo jina yake nani author. Kuna hizi books. Kama una e-book ukiniambia nikibani nitakubaia pia wewe copy. But see everybody once in a while. If you have an address that I send, naweza kubaia nikusendia pia moja. Lakini you can get audiobooks, commentaries from podcasts, kila kitu. Jieducate tu ile self education. Uta realize there is so much information that kama mimi mujua sahi nasema imagine kama ningejua hizi vitu 20 years ago. Ningekuwa far on my journey than where I am right now. Lakini maybe the best time is right now. Nimejua sahi sisema ati I regret not knowing this. Utaanzia mahali umejua. So kama mimi niko 46, nasema 47. Alafu uko 20 ama 25. Uko na a long way to go than mimi. Kwa nini? Utaexploit kitu more than mimi. Naangalia tu na cheka tu nasema cheki mse. Nani ni Steve? Steve kwanza ni videographer au photographer. Anakaa videographer akona bag na camera. So wewe ni msawa hiyo breed yetu hiyo. So Felix Patrick ameka hivyo PRTIC. Is vipi Albo? Unaweza bonga kuhusu lease company trucks versus company driver. Ni ku understand lease company si mu discourage usi lease truck utaenda hasara. Juu it's like you don't own the truck, it's somebody else's truck, alafu you do your business. Ni kama you're losing so much of your income ukilease. The best way ni kununua, buy. Nunua truck yako mwenyewe. Anza kama company driver kwanza, then ununue truck yako. Wachana mambo ya lease. Kama Kituosis, ni Kituosis. Mimi sijai reach out na yeye. Yeah, ana track sama ile F around and find out. Karibu niseme jina. F around and find out. Ukilease ni kama umeingia kwa jela. Juu kama sasa tuseme dump truck hapa hivi Minnesota. Price ya kulease dump truck ni $1,500 a week, by the way. Na hii ni maybe ni ile quad, sequent, $1,500 a week. They don't care whether you made money that week or you didn't make money. They don't care, by the way. $1,500 a week. Whether gari ilikaa kwa parking lot, as long as ulichukua, you're leasing it. So per month ni $3,000. I mean per 2 weeks ni $3,000. So 1 month kama ni 4 weeks ni $6,000. Believe me, hakuna truck utanunua sahi payment yako ya month itakuwa $6,000. The highest labda ni $5,000 kama uliweka sijui ni 10% down. Most itakuwa $4,500. So leasing a truck, you're losing $1,500 every month. Na hii ni business very crucial ya tracking. Uko na income na expenses. So the more additional things unaongeza kwa hiyo expense yako, you're eating away your profit. So mu prefer hivi, start as a company driver ili ku learn skills, how to do it right. Make all the mistakes as a driver. Because as much as ujui kile unadu, as a driver, you're learning personal skills. Alafu ndio baadaye ili ukishakuwa uko na ile competency as a driver, then buy your own truck, transfer the same skills you learn kama driver to your business. Then learn new things as a business owner to make more profit. But ile learning curve ya daily operations, you become a master of your craft. Hiyo ni truck driving. Unajua kudeliver mzigo, kuback up. You've made mistakes under somebody else's expenses. No. Anakulipa low, by the way, sababu wewe ni high risk. But transfer the same skills in your business. Then learn new skills as you start your business. Usingoje tunangoja mpaka nijue kila kitu alafu ndo nianze. Hiyo ni a lazy attitude. Hiyo ndio topic ya leo tunasemaje? Inakuwa ile high praises, low production. Umeona? Anza tu anza mahali. Kwa sababu wase wengi ungejua story yao, wanasema, I'm a self-made millionaire. I don't think there's anybody who's a self-made unless when you trust fund baby. Ulizaliwa hivi na ulikuwa millionaire. But kama ulianza tu kama kila mtu wengine kawaida, kila mtu huanzia mahali alafu napanda. Unaona? How are you making it with these young drivers taking anything? Waizara Tunes. How am I making it? I don't drive over the road. I do local construction. Seasonal, 9 months. Fully. No over the road. Nothing. Waizara Tunes. I don't drive over the road at all. Zero. I'm a local driver. Home every night. I'm home right now. That's how I'm making it. Then I drive one of my truck and I have one driver, very responsible driver. He has a family, so that's what we're doing. See over the road. So Edwin Kim, Potea from Poland, hapo, long time maze. Hopefully you're doing well. Niko hapa, nimetega sikio ile mbaya. Edwin karibu bana. Najua watu, life gets busy. I understand by the way. I don't take any offense. Edwin amekuwa busy. It's good if you're busy, but if you're too busy to watch the video, that's good. Get busy. Alafu ndio baadaye ukuje ukatch up. Hapa muendelee tu ile consistency ni mzuri. Unasemaje last time? Ile mediocre consistency is better than perfection. Unaona? So perfection, you're thinking about it but you're not doing anything. But kama uko mediocre na consistency, you're learning every day. You're moving closer and closer. Sasa. So karibu sana Edwin. So kuna hello Albert tapping in. Oh, Vincent karibu. Vincent ndio pioneer. The reason why mfanyanga live is because of Vini. Aliniambia anza live. Kusema sawa. Ni kuna answer questions in real time. So kuna Matches Kumunda. Matches Kumunda ni very very active member hapa pia. What's up bro? Albo Leo voice videos iko poa. Oh, that's good. Hata sija nilicheck kweli. Like and share the video guys. Asema like and share. Kama kuna anybody you know anaweza benefit kwa hii historia hii tunaongea hapa hivi kwa si interactive najua lakini I try my best kwa actually kama I'm having a conversation with friends. That's why ukikam kwa YouTube any question mtu muuliza iko kwa screen. It doesn't matter. Lakini keep respectful. Unaona? Just to be honest, keep respectful. Kwa sababu ni mature audience. Naweza sema hivyo. Unaona? Kama una shida mazee nitumie message tuongee kichini. So research Alex Hamosi and nimempata na topic about nobody is coming to save you. What you have always been talking about. Bado nilani kitu kwake kwa sababu you samanga hivyo, nobody's coming to save you. It's only you can save you. Any situation ukijipata huko hivyo, any situation, guess what? Ni wewe. Kama semaje, I wanted to get a home every night trucking job. Gataka kwa apply kambwa we need 5 years experience. By that time I was 2 years driving for Swift, over the road truck driver. So guess what happened? Sikungojea sema I'm going to fold my hands like this and wait, na kwa careful jina kana microphone hapa hivi. Then wait until some job pops out from the sky maybe and falls on my lap, then I'm home every night. No, nisema hivi. How do I create my own opportunity? Nikanunua gari ya 13,000 from the guy who I drove for. I created my own opportunity ya kukuwa home every night. Now guess what? 15 years down, I've been doing the same thing. Nishaenda over the road, maybe December, January, but my wife didn't like that. Alisema, sometimes we need you to be around home. Nikaona sasa, that makes sense. So maybe, sijui kare over the road, unless you're going on a road trip, sijui. Ama if I have to, economy mpungwa kidogo, then that's the only thing, then I can do it. Sa semaje, nobody is coming to save you. Huyo ni Alex Hamosi. Nobody. That's good mmempata by the way. Inafani nimtaga hapa hivi full time. Only you can save yourself. So mimi create my own opportunity. Ni perfect ndio, sometimes si perfect. Lakini mujua end game, musamangaje on a daily basis, make sure ile hustle umeanza, you're making more money than you need on a monthly basis. Kwa nini? You're acting on a deficit, uko na surplus. Kwa nini? Nimesemaje jina nini? Disposable income. Sawa. Disposable income ni ile something you don't need right now. You're saving it for the future. So imagine every month kuna disposable income ya 10,000 extra every month. I don't have that. I wish I did. I used to sometime. Nili save a lot of money by the way. Nifika mpaka 100,000. So disposable income ni ile you're making more than you need. Especially something ume create mwenyewe. See it in the rocket science. I saw people doing it. I did the same thing. Nili duplicate somebody. And I duplicated it on my own way, by the way. People were doing it. The guy I was driving for, alikuwa na drive truck yake, akabuy truck ya pili. I was one of his first drivers. Alikuwa na driver mwingine. Kuna time akona run 9 drivers umse. Ni vile tu truck ikaharibika, keep up na maintenance, akaziuza. But I learned from watching somebody else do it. So sometimes if you can't get the thing you're looking for, create your own opportunity. So mimi si driving over the road. Nasikianga so many things over the road, watu sahau kitu moja. As a driver, you are the bottom of the food chain. Kuna ule msana anataka, I want my load moves. Kuna so many middlemen. Kuna insurance hapa, kuna sijui DOT, kuna broker, kuna sijui shipper. When you're the bottom of the list. So when the economy is not doing so well, now when you're over the road truck driver, guess what? You're the one losing. Unless when you're driver and a company iko na dedicated accounts. But as a driver, musema hivi, it's good, but your income is capped. You can only make this much. Kama usemanga my driver, kiangalia, kama nafanya kazi on a daily, Monday through Friday, 5 days a week, kama 6 days, if they want to work weekends, which is not every day. Sabu, each month near graduation, a lot of kids are graduating from high school, middle school, college. So, kuna so many graduation. People want us, kama mimi niko graduation last week, I think next week in the graduation ingine, kuna kama 4 graduation parties that attend, each month alone. So, you won't even have time to do that kama over the road. So, you have to create your own opportunity. Ukisema unaogopa, then you're procrastinating. So, hapa asema nini, asemaje, guys, like and share the live for engagement. Richie amesema hivyo. Before Richie nisa kusoma Richie, nimiss. Richie ni aje bana? So, what keeps you awake at night as a truck driver? Wizara tunes. Nothing. I sleep like a baby. Whatever keeps me awake is maybe if I slept too. I'm in bed in the morning. I don't really. AI. I'm truck driver as an owner. Imenifundisha. I've learned how to be a business owner. So at least I have business skills. So if this thing fails today, I'm gonna get in another business. Very simple. Actually, as we speak, I'm already in my transition period. No. LED is doing bad to us. Rabbit hole. Maybe, then, I don't know. As an owner operator, it's a very... I think there's not enough representation in Congress kwa drivers, kwa owner. I think there's no representation. Sabu, watu wengi complain, they do the bulk of the work and they get the least of the amount of money. Lakini mimi understanding from the concept ya anani ya Myron Golden, nilisahau hata ni look up before niongee. Last time nilisahau kila kitu. As a driver, you are the bottom of the food chain. You are the implementer. You are the one doing the thing. Kwa ile, the scale of how people make money, people who make the most money ni wale inventors, wale wako on top, the people who came up with the whole thing. So, you can't stick on implementation and expect to make money. You're capped. No. Nisema kama hivi, the 4 levels of value. It's been a while since nisearch hizi vitu. Nasahau Myron Golden. No. 4 levels of value. Myron Golden. Ito kama zitakuwa listed hapa haraka. Oh, sasa finally nimepata. So the 4 levels of value, anaongea stress mangaje. The highest level ni imagination. You use your imagination, then you become ni hivi naanza hivi. The lowest level ni implementation, then kuna unification, then kuna communication, then kuna imagination. So as a truck driver over the road, you are the implementation, the bottom of the food chain. So after everybody else gets money, unapata the leftover crumbs. So musemaje, learn how you can eliminate hizo hierarchy in between. Try and be the implementer. You're driving your own truck and become a unification. What's the best word? Unification. Why? Because if you unify, that means you're running your own drivers too. You're like a manager. So implementation, you're a driver. Unification, you're driving maybe, but you're running other drivers. So may increase income yako. Then what's the next level? Communication, which is higher than the unification manager. When you become a broker the communication. He's the one who communicates from these people and these people. So, kati yake itakuwa more. They see more money than you do. Kwa nini? Suppose load ni $2,000. Unalipo wewe. Probably the initial cost is $5,000. But since you don't know that, yasha kula 3 before hata kufikia wewe. You are the bottom of the implementer. Lazima move from implementer to unification to communication to imagination. Imagination is when you create your own thing, the top of the food chain. That's why most of the imagination are billionaires. Kwa nini? They came up with a concept and they did something about it. and they had a good communicator to communicate the idea to other people. When the idea made sense, they hired manager unification to manage human resource, which is implementation. So, Myron Golden, go look him up and explain better than me how to get the most out of 4 levels of value. You know, the first video na pop out hapa hivi. You can have 73K YouTube. Myron Golden, the 4 levels of value. So rabbit hole, do you have ideas on sundown town cities in US? A lot don't know. I know about it, but I try not to talk about political stuff because this is not the channel. Here we talk about like kind of self-improvement, just your things that will help you immediate, like what can you do in life to sababu knowing about sundown towns will not necessarily make you a better person in retrospect. It's just a thing to know. It's a for your information, sundown towns. But the truth is, what can make you money? And you're the most important. How do you make money in this? How do you navigate this challenging life of upstream, swimming upstream through the river, in a Kamzuri River? That's what rabbit hole. That's what you do. Sundown towns, they exist, but this is not the channel for that. So that's true. So Mr. Nature, how much was your Audi Q7? Ilikuwa 49,000. I bought it used, slightly used. One owner, I'm the second owner. Ilikuwa 49,000 3 years ago. I don't know how much they cost now. I think brand new, that was a 2019. So brand new, say I think it is 70,000, depending on the what do you call them? Depending on what? Depending on the what do you call these things? The bells and whistles you want. If you want this and this, all the boxes checked, you could go up to like even 100,000 Q7. But I got it for the company. See, Angu, it's a company car. I just bought it because ilikuwa more ideal. I could get away with it as a company car. That's why I got it. Like it could come 49,000 EV, used. Ilikuwa 2-year-old EV, 3 years ago. Sijikumbuki how long it was, 3-year-old. From one owner, which probably I believe had multiple cars. So they're just upgrading, akarudisha hiyo akachukua ingine mpya. So when I looked at it, it looks new, by the way. It just looks new. It was very low mileage, hardly driven. Like he just sat in the garage for a long time. Because this is a good deal for me. And guess what? Same thing happens to me. I don't drive it every day. I drive it on the weekends and maybe once or twice during the week. Niko na van siku hizi. It was about 50,000 EV. It's 50,000 EV. Still paying for it, by the way. No rush. So Macho Zikumunda, bro, Albo bro, nilisikia podcast moja ya Kibe anasema married men are compromised. What is your take on that? Being married, maybe I am compromised. That's true. Lakini, what's my option? What's my option? If anybody musema hivi, listen to somebody who's married, they can be a married men are compromised. If you're not married yourself, what makes you the authority to speak about married men? Zero. No. Because you don't know nothing. You're just making it up. You have to be married with kids to talk about married men and kids. Because believe me, Minajua, it's a very it's challenging. It's a very challenging marriage. Like with kids, very challenging. So that's almost, you have to learn how to navigate because you're trying to survive in the marriage. At the same time, you want to raise your kids. Ill example. So it's challenging. The marriage is not easy. 2 strangers living together in one household and trying to have a cohesiveness. Big deal. No, big deal. See that evil. So it's a challenge. No. So kama alisema hivyo, is he married? Me, mostly, I don't take Kibe seriously. Unfortunately, I don't take him seriously. If you do, more power to you. I don't take him seriously. Ukiangalia kitu moja kama kuna wase who take seriously. These things amesema zina make sense. Siwezi mrule out every day. Lakini if somebody is married and talks about married, wako more credible than somebody who's not married and ongea juu ya sleeping around with some women. It's disrespectful. It doesn't make any sense. If you're single, it makes sense to you. Lakini musema hivi, anything I do, iko off-brand, I might influence my kids the wrong way. So I have to be the example. So I have to be the accurate example. This is how I want my kids. Sabu, what I believe is kids learn more from how you do things than what you tell them to do. Sawa. Kama siku hizi kusema I don't discipline my kids. Nigundua hivi, these kids are smarter than me, by the way, in so many ways. Nikiwaambia kitu, I'm using my Gen X, I'm Gen X, Gen X ideas, which worked for me Gen X years ago. But I think my kids are Gen Alpha. I'm a Gen Z. I'm a Gen Alpha. I don't know, in between. Gen Z, Gen Alpha. If you tell them something, they'll just look it up on Google. I could say, why? Make that mistake when you're told, do this and this and this, and you don't have absolutely no reason why you're telling them to do that. You should not watch TV. Why? I could say, exactly. It's right here. Wait, I'm the one who got the TV. So it doesn't make any sense. So if you're a married man, talk about marriage. But if you're not married yourself, please, what do you have to say? No. I'm just going to survive your marriage. Ask us, we'll tell you. No. It's not easy. And there's no kunanga handbook. Oh, this is your handbook for marriage. I do, then you lose your bachelorship immediately and your freedom immediately. You're taking care of other people. That's what it is. It's challenging, but I accept the challenge. So if somebody is married and they're still married and they're taking care of their family, they're doing more than people who are not. So learn to listen to people who are doing the thing you want to do, not the people who are speaking from the other perspective. No. Like, we're more careful kiongea na msee ako married and be, oh, this is how marriage is. Oh, you're married? Oh, yeah, good. How many? 30? Okay, 30 years. Good. How did you survive it? No. So, oh, I got some bruises here and there. Okay, but you're on track. So, najua hiyo influence young people sana, especially mambo ya manosphere. According to me, manosphere ilikuwa overreaction of things. Kulikuwa na Me Too movement, then manosphere, overreaction. So, how are the manosphere channels doing right now? Most of them, they were shut down on YouTube. Kwa nini? They're not good brands for the market. No. They're not good brands. Takuwa, the market dictates. Sasa hivi, Master Gabu asemaje, is the car very expensive because they say in America somebody can stay without a car? Master Gabu, kama nini? Car, mini kinunua, the Audi is expensive, period. I'm not kidding. It's very expensive. Kama yangu kuna air rides. If one of them goes out, I have to buy 2 or maybe 4. Alafu lazima ikuwe programmed. And per hour, I think mechanic is 180 an hour. So if it costs 10 hours, I'm in trouble, But kuna reason why nilinunua hiyo gari. Nilinunua kama under business. It's a business vehicle. So I use it for business purposes only, mostly. Because inasaidia na tax liability, kwa sababu na write off. Another topic for another day. Lakini not all the cars are expensive. Ukinunua gari kama Toyota, they are very reliable. They just keep driving. No. Toyota ya 30-year-old is still on the road. It's not as good as new, but at least more, even the power window, inafanya kazi bado. 30-year-old car. Kama angalia my Toyota Corolla, I think it was 17 years ago. I see them on the road to this day. They're still driving. As usual, everything works. So ukianza your first car, unaangalia na ile income. Don't live above your means. But in most cities in America, suburbs, you will need a car. Ni basic need. Unless unaishi New Jersey, ama place iko kama New York, mali kuna underground railway, you can go anywhere on the train. But hapa suburbs kwetu hapa hivi, train inamalizikia wapi? Actually, what we are doing right now, construction from 2019, tuna build railway in a connect cities. When I started construction in 2010, ilikuwa from Minneapolis, St. Paul. The capital city and the business capital of Minnesota, they were not connected by train. Now they are. So, the only connection ilikuwa from Minneapolis to the airport. It was blue line. Alafu ndio from Minneapolis to St. Paul, it was green line. Colors to color coded. So now what we're doing from 2019 to date now, the green line extension from St. Paul to Minneapolis to Eden Prairie, which is like the western suburbs. Alafu 2026, 27, so if you guys want to get into trucking, there's a new project coming in soon. Inaanza 2026. The blue line extension from Minneapolis to northern suburbs. And maybe kuna red line. It end up from Minneapolis to southern suburbs, maybe 2032 or something. Sababu ni $2 billion project ya train. It's connecting. So meaning after all those years in Minneapolis, now they have a need for public transportation. But there's so much opposition kwa hizo vitu, by the way. Ikienda kwa house, they argue, they debate. But kuna wase wana foresee future. The city will grow. Not everybody wants to drive. Mona, I just got a Honda Civic Sports for $1,500, first car. But that's good. That's a good, Honda is really good. Toyota, Honda, and Nissan. As a beginner car, you made the right choice. You can buy your Mercedes 2-3 years from now. As you become smart, your income increases, you'll get there. At the end of the day, it's just a car that gets you from point A to point B. Mona. You can flex badai, you will. No. You will flex with your Model X. No. Tesla. Kind of makes sense. People don't really flex with the Model X anymore. They hate the guy. No. Alivuta kila mtu job. So, Lensi asemaje, hey Albo, just locked in after a long time. Happy you are still educating us. Kudos to you. Karibu sana. When people get busy, that's good. I hope you're busy doing some creative things. Then we'll come see that in future. No. We understand, by the way. If you're busy, that's good. You need to be busy. No. So kuna Nixon Mzae. Niaji Albo, uko poa. Uliona Elon Musk alisema Trump yuko kwa Epstein list ndio maana hawaja achilia hiyo file. That's true. Those are things we know already. By the way, see, ni big deal. We know that already. So tumenyamaza tu sisi, tumenyamaza tu. We know everything. See, ni tu. We know everything. Ile tu the audacity. Trump ni convicted felon. Legally, see conspiracy theory, by the way. If I'm a black man, alafu niko convicted leo, I'll never work a day in my life. Why? Ukiwa na felony, nobody wants to hire you. Nobody wants to give you an apartment. Nobody wants to finance your car. Unakuwa ni kama a group of sect. Na hiyo kitu yote ya felony charges na kufuata throughout your life, it's something to do with control and keeping black people in their place. Ilianza hivyo, ni kama control watu. They arrest you, ukiingia ndani unakuwa the state property. Now they can manipulate your labor for free, legally. No. Ni kama tu, kuna books zinaitwa hivyo, another wave of slavery. No. The new slavery, ni kukuwa arrested. That's what polisi yao motivate kukuwa arrest, especially black bodies wanazigovern. We know that already. It's a big deal. Ile tu, despite that, our side were very capable kum elect into president na akawin. So that's something. It's a secret. Ile tu wamekosana ndio Elon Musk anaongea, which it might make a difference to him because he knew that already when he spent $300 million to get him elected. So we know that already. Nixon. Usiogope sana. We know. We know. We just quiet. We're not gonna make any noise, no protest, nothing. We just sit it up. No. Black people have resilience, by the way. Mimi, I'm not the black person. Mimi to Africa, I'm Kenyan. So basically, black people have the resilience to do these things. We experience racism, we still survive, by the way. But Mimi, we'll get through some episodes here and there. But the people who I stand on their shoulders now, wali create life through oppression. So we know these things. We just quiet this time. If you're trying something, maybe we'll try next time. No. If you are arrested, you are property of the governor. That's true. They use you, whatever. So that's kama wasamangaji kuna a system in place. There's always some nefarious things happening. Because how come mzungu anakuwa convicted felon anakuwa president? Lakini mwafrika, one thing shows up, you're off. What they also say, many of the company can't employ people who have learned in Africa. Is it true? Who are educated in Africa? No, that's not true. That's not true. Maybe, I don't know where you heard that from. In America, they value education. The difference is, once you come to America with your college degree, for example, if that's what you're saying, Master Gabu, if that's exactly what you're saying, Nivi, if you come with your degree from maybe Africa, just find a university close by, they let them evaluate your degree. What they'll do, they'll make some calls, or confirm that they should have a system to do that, by the way. But since you're here already, you'll get your degree evaluated by a accredited university. Then you're cleared. Or maybe you need to study this to work in America. Then uta study whatever thing, alafu maybe ufanye masters, alafu education is valuable, it doesn't matter. If you spend 4 years in school, I'm telling you, that's something that not everybody does. I think people who are educated in America, sijui percentage, most of them are women, by the way, black women, kwa number one. Kwa statistics yao, they also go to school, but still you get challenges once you go to school. Wasema, when DI, you're just doing this for that, whatever. But it's true. If you have a 4-year degree, it's not nothing. I wish I could get one, by the way. But since I came here, I've been busy parenting, starting a business. One day I will get a degree. I don't know if I'm getting too old for that. No. So WES is the best to evaluate, then take it from there. Meskia, so Green Lake Recycling, amesema WES is the best for evaluation, then take it to them. That's true. Resources. Did you know that? I didn't even know that. No, I'm not college educated. I'm just some guy who dropped out of college, never went back. Not because I wanted to, life challenges. No, things just happen. That's why I read a lot of books to overcompensate. Maybe it's true, I don't know, I tell myself that. So WES is the best for evaluation. So if you have a college degree, if you want to come to America na kuna education, despite the political movements, like I think in one video pale sijui why the American embassy is denying visas, whatever. This is a blip in the history. Just a blip. Itapita tu, no. It's never too late. But if you have a business, if you have businesses, what for? It's good to have education. Like, I would like to specialize in something else. So when I go speak about these things, I have authority over, because I've gone through a 4-year education. And I believe you will trust, like you'd like your pilots to have some education. I'm a VP. So, oh, this is Albert, your pilot to the Kila Shuka. What? Albert? No way. Never flew before. You need some professionalism. Like, you've been tested. Your mind has been bent, stretched, all that in 4 years. Then you can present something in front. Because musamaje, if I had a college degree, ningekuwa na business related channel hapa kwa YouTube, ile you pay for it. Kwa nini? Kwa sababu najua hii education ni accredited, ni valuable. But right now we're just having a conversation with friends. Alafu, you're teaching me and I'm sharing what I know and I'm learning from you guys at the same time. So this is free. I'm not confident enough kukuwa na membership. Why? Because whatever I teach ni random things from random books. But if I have a college degree, nitakuwa na system in place, then I can teach. Maybe I can teach too right now, but right now I'm busy doing my business. So it's good to have a college degree. Never discount education, especially if you're a melanated human being. Kwa nini? They value you more when you're educated. Mona. Sabu, if you don't have the education, they will doubt your degree, by the way. But they can't take it away from you. You still have it. Iko hapa kwa kichwa. No. You can take everything from me, but you can't take the education. It's in your mind. Mona. Same thing, self-education. The things I know and how I run my business, they are stored here, somewhere here. I don't know, somewhere in my mind. I don't know how the chemicals work. As a melanated human being, you want to get to the highest level of education possible. Kwa nini? Ita open so many doors. Utakuwa kana watu, they know you're the smartest one in the group, but they can't do without you, so they'll keep you around because they're not smart like you. But because they think they're superior, watakukeep hapa hivyo kama assets, but they'll never tell you. But you're smart enough to know you were smart than everybody else. That's true. Mimi kuna vitu musikia, this guy has been driving for 20 years. Alafu mimi nimekuwa kama 15 years. Alafu naangalia how they make decisions. Nasema, oh my goodness, I thought you knew these things more than I did. Napata, oh, msee ameuza truck amenunua ingine. What are you doing? Nasema, oh, wait a minute, maybe they don't know these things. No. At least it's better because I talk about these things on a daily basis with my friends. Nikuja hapa kwa live, so they're always fresh in my mind. Nasema, I can't be drinking wine alafu I'm selling water. It doesn't make any sense. So lazima nikuwe align na hiyo kitu. So my kids are watching me, by the way. They are watching from a distance. Oh, let's see how daddy does that. No. So I'm doing that myself. We are the same age. Also, no degree. Greetings from East Africa. Mute. That's good. No. I'm not kidding. Somebody had been accusing in the beginning of my test that Albert is telling people not to go to school. No, I've never said that. My kids are going to school. I'm going to force them to go. Hopefully, I don't have to force them. But please get a degree. You're more respected. Sabu, you spent 4 years in a mentally challenging, thought processing. How many words can I use? curriculum, studying, doing assignments on time, reading books, writing essays. That's it. I will trust you to run something if you did that. Naelewa? Especially as a melanated. Tukuani, even you have to be twice as good to be average. So ni poa kuwa na master's degree. That's why black women know this already. They go to school like crazy. No. There's so many of them are educated. Your 4 years, it matters. Niliambia wife hivyo. I told my wife that you have to finish school. Gambia, you don't need school. So I said, mixed feelings, what do you mean? But you graduate. Gambia, exactly. You graduated. Now kuna degree, understand that. You have something that I don't have. Mona sasa sababu if I got a degree, knowing what I know right now, still settle now, I'll use the same things I studied to teach others. Even if I'm paid to do it, I'll do it. Kwa sababu ndakuwa ile credibility. Wachana maisha states hapa ni ile tu, I read some books, I gather some thoughts, life experience, unazimix zote, you juice them up, then you drink it once. Like, oh, it's working. Oh, that's good. No. Even deeper than that. So your lived experience, especially biashara, can count towards undergraduate. You'll go to masters. That's true, lakini still, I want to get the bachelor's. I want to be a bachelor too. Because it's been so long since I was a bachelor, since I got married. I'm mixing the two, but I'm just kind of being facetious. Jokes too. Some previous comments, or mute some previous comments. Also, so kwa YouTube, let me see, back and forth. What's up, Kitchen? What's up? Niaji Albo uko onishamaliza hiyo Elon Musk. Next. Kuna Zaki Hamisi sema, hey Albo, leo nimepata time ya kupata live yako kwa second time. Hizi live zinasaidia watu vile tu hujui. Mimi ni example. For 2 years now, nimechange sana, especially my mindset. Thanks bro. Zaki Hamisi, I appreciate it. That's the whole goal ya kila mtu hapa hivi. Mwana, you can tell the people who comment and everything, we already like-mindedness in a way. Now, trying to repeat tena, the people who take action in life, you can broadcast the information to like 100 people. People who take action, it's always 5%. The 80% wanakuwa complacent. So understand hivyo, the fact that you're taking action and failing, by the way, even failing. So, okay, apply for the green card while it still lasts. I think it'll still be there. I don't think they will scrap off. Ni political too. Even if they do, somebody will bring it back. I will bring it back if I get to office. But even a better version, free everything. But anyway, I mean, I have to play favorites. That's the game. Anyway, learn the rules of the game, play the game by the rules. Learn the rules of the game, play the game by the rules. So come change the last 2 years, that's good. The people who take action, Zaki Hamisi, pat yourself in the back, Evie. No. Sabu, you gather the information and you're using it to your advantage. It's Kevin Mesema, to your advantage. That's good. That's really good. At least in a show, we have like, the little information that I have, I use it to my advantage. Hata kama ni one step, ni move one step closer to my goal than kukuwa complacent, procrastination, alafu na blame everybody. Kwa sababu nangalia hivyo, people who procrastinate, 9 times out of 10, they're blaming everybody else for their problem besides themselves. Unaona hivyo? So if you decide, the buck stops at me, nasema I'll take action today. Fanya hivi, pat yourself in the back. You're 5% of the population. Believe it or not. Haijai change bado. I don't think so. It's been consistent. Because some people move alafu wanakwama na complacent. So, Zaki Hamisi, share your information na wale wasoko around your circle. Waambie the same thing. Wa encourage. Sababu, when you encourage others, you give them fire, they give you fire back. No. Inakuwa ni kama cycle in life. Sasa, nasikia poa sana kama imekuchange. Hata mimi inanichanging by the way. Just doing these videos, I'm so consistent ile once a week at least. No, I wish I could do it every day. So Josiah Nzioki asema, hey Albo, keep moving na hizi disseminations of information. It's assisting us kabisa. That's really good. Nzioki, naona umepotea kidogo ama hii jina kaa familiar for a while. Alafu kuna TikTok asema, bro, just want to give you your flowers. You're a good influencer on this app. Thank you. I appreciate it. Even you guys, you feed me too. Ni kama two-way traffic. Positive, in influence positive. So Nzioki asemaje, about the degree and diploma from Huku. Ukienda huko, let him use evaluation services like WES. That's the same thing amesema hivyo. Evaluation like WES na NACES. They do with that about 250. That's good. Mesikia resources. Niza repeat wapi? Kuna WES na NACES. Musa manga hivyo, by the way. Ukienda embassy the first time unataka kuja kama student, then you don't get the visa, it's not your fault. Ni ile tu, maybe the requirements are too high for you. If you can go back to school upate a 4-year degree, then come back kama master's degree. Master's degree ita open up so many things, despite what the political movement. Mimi nakwambia mambo ya kuja hapa States iko so localized that you might think hiyo ndio political norm. Unajua samanga hivi, ukisikia mtu kwa maybe kwa internet akiongea kitu fulani, the loudest mouth make the most noise. Hiyo ndio universal thought ya kila mtu, ni specifically. Alafu msema hivi, mwanga very careful. Kuna wase, they make content for content's sake. They'll make the most viral to get the most views. Msema ukweli kabisa. Ukiona msee ana do YouTube videos na kuna 1 million subscriber, does not mean they have $1 million. Ni subscriber tu, ni ile wamelanio craft ya ku-influence people. If they monetize it, it could make them money. But if they don't know what they're doing, watakuwa the most bro people you ever know. Mwana. I've met those people, by the way. Unapata YouTuber, big on YouTube, mna meet in person, mnaenda pale, alafu you end up paying for the meal. Nashindwa, wait a minute, I thought okay. Jikwangu, nikienda kwa, because Maisha States ni iko classified kwa mimi, by the way, I'll be honest with you. Maisha States kama YouTube ni business. See personal channel. I have my personal channel. Naitwa Alhal. Ile Alhal letu Alhal. Alhal Incorporated, they iko monetize. But Maisha States, because iko monetize, it's under my business. So ni business. Ni ile tu, I don't think I can start charging people. Somebody else will do that. See me, somebody else. No. Pia me, I'm learning sasa. So, kuna say subscriber count does not mean money in the bank. Mwana hivyo. So, kuwa very careful when you're listening to these things. Kuna so much noise huko hivyo. Learn kukuwa na ile critical thinking. Una separate the noise from the real facts. No. Especially kwa hii sahi kama facts don't matter. The people who don't look at facts most of the time are educated, they're not using the critical thinking skills. Sababu musema, anybody who's gone through the 4-year degree process, maybe, because I'm not an example, I'm not the best example, you guys can tell me, kuna mali kwa kosi yako ya 4 years, ulifundishwa critical thinking. Maybe in the beginning, ama in between somewhere. So you learn how to critically think about things. That's what Samaji, you can comfortably, you should realize most people who, for example, who are religious, when they go to college, they stop being religious. Kwa nini? They question the status quo. Why do you have to do this and this and that? Mona, new tendency. Kasa, I can talk about that the whole day, but EC goal ya channel, saki kuna shida na mimi. Musema ata religion, criticize, look at it, read it, kila kitu. Have the information. Sabu, you have the capacity. Kama unambua tu blanket nakambia follow, obey, with no good reason, just by faith. No. So if somebody wants to manipulate you, na najua kuna hiyo tendencies za ku believe by faith, guess what? You're the easiest target. But if you have some critical thinking skills, ulizaje, okay, this says this, but what is this guy trying to do this? No. People always go for the low-hanging fruit. So kama wako easily manipulated, guess what? People will manipulate you anytime they want. Kama unapatiana sadaka ukienda church, good for you, it's good for your spirituality. Jipatie pia wewe in your savings account in the future. If you're giving 10% kwa church, 10% utakwenda kwa savings, by the way. At the same time, I insist, by the way, because if you have the guts ya kupatia church 10%, jipatie pia wewe 15%. Hata give yourself more. Sawa. Kwa nini? Because church ni charity, imeenda, ni non-profit. Hapa US itonga 501 status. But investments ni ni wewe. And if you're not making enough money, ni musema angalia nani Dave Ramsey. I don't know if he talks about that, na kusoma hiyo book tena nikuwe more clear nayo. But what I learned from Dave Ramsey ni hivi, akisema the first time niona video, akisema hivi, if you're not making enough money, it's time you go back to, osema kama nika stereotype hivi, Roman noodles. Roman noodles ni kama noodles ni kama spaghetti, ile unaingisha kwa microwave, unamwaga maji, alafu inakuwa food. Very cheap, ni $1 ama something cents. So go on a Roman noodles diet. So you can have more money, alafu ndio move to the next step. Asema hivyo. So if you're not making enough money, make more money. Asema hivyo. I thought he was crazy, but it's true. Make more money. figure out, I'm pretty sure if you start thinking about how do I make more money in my life right now, in 3 months utakosha figure out. Unajiuliza, wow, I didn't even know I had these things in my mind. Yani kama mtembea hivi everywhere mtembea siku hizi because I have some things in my mind. Muangalianga kuna kama new neighborhood. Okay, new neighborhood. Okay, they have a new neighborhood here. Do they have any industrial park? Is there any like storage system? Is there a gas station? Why am I thinking like that? Because of Cody Sanchez. Cody Sanchez YouTube channel. You highlight small businesses, how you can make money quick. Like for example, you can have a vending machine in the right location, high traffic areas. So, upate, nobody knows. They think of it as a vending machine. You buy coffee for like $2 or whatever. I don't even know how much it costs because I'm not a coffee drinker. I just sleep. Anyway, sometimes I need to, but that's once in a while, occasionally. Afu pate, the vending machine makes you $6,000 a month, by the way. And nobody knows that. Na unaran kumi. Imagine, 10 of them. You need 60,000 vending freaking machine, by the way, in the right location. Na kupurchase your vending machine, maybe it's going to cost you 10,000 a piece. So imagine, investment yako ni ya 60,000, ya kubuy 6 or 10 of them, itakuwa ngapi? 100,000 investment, initial investment, which you can borrow that money from SBA, Kauku States, Small Business Administration Loan. You ni long, hizo kama 15 to 20 years. Ni long-term loans za gava. Alafu unue machine 10, if you have the location, which that's not how it works. Probably utaanza na moja, alafu uende 2, alafu upate new location 3, ni progressive. When you have 10, you're clocking 60K a year, vending machine in the right place. Ama if not in the right place, uende upate mtu na laundry mat na ana vending machine, you talk to them, if you can rent a space in the laundry mat, uweke machine yako hapo hivyo. Labda muagree $200 a month or something. Alafu maybe you pay for electricity, you na plug in. Those things can make you money. But how many people think of vending machines? Unaitumia tu kila siku ukienda. No. Alafu according to Dave Ramsey semaje, when you're using cash on a vending machine, chances are you're not going to spend more money. But if you use your credit card, utaona $2, let me just use 5, even number. So make sure vending machine yake kuna credit card processing. That's it. Automated. How many employees do you hire to run your vending machine? Believe me, if you have a van, even a regular car kama yangu, you're good to go. No. Kasi kuna WhatsApp, kasemaje WhatsApp, uko kitchen, WhatsApp, uko kitchen, nasema hivi, sikuwa na comment, let me miss. So bro, just want to give a, okay, sasa shamaliza hivyo gabu. So Cody Sanchez, small businesses, kufly drone, photography, hizo zote. Kama sasa kuna msemo mwana juzi, mufanya hivi by the way, if you don't really know the trick is, always watch small creators on YouTube. If you're watching big creators, anu washa achieve. They're sick of it. They're making so much money, wameko complacent. Watch small creators. Kuna one of the small creators watch, yufanya videography, he talked about something I've never thought in my mind. Asema you chukuanga corporate events. Any corporate event videographer, photographer. It's never crossed my mind. Na tunaongea ni game. Kwa nini asemaje? Asema you can be a wedding photographer or a wedding videographer. How many times do weddings happen? In the long term, itakuwa wedding, baby shower, birthday, if they like you. Alafu, how many people do you meet before upate contract ya wedding photography? Uta meet the in-laws, scrutiny. Asema, how many people do you meet when you have a corporate gig? Utakuwa na website, na kuna portfolio. Who's going to call you? Maybe the marketing manager, ama the project management, and your party, whatever organization. How many times are you going to do business with them? If you're good the first time, they'll call you for everything else, by the way. Videography. Kasema, oh my goodness. Didn't even think about that. Alafu kasema, akadaile through equipment yaka, kuna equipment, anatumia lenses zinaitwa Tamron. Tamron ni third party lenses. I said, oh my goodness. Look at me. And after sijui ma Sony native lenses, sijui ni pesa ngapi, 2,000, cheapest ni 1,500 or something. Yana buy Tamron 800 na kuna, and he's doing the same thing I'm doing with limited resources and making 3,000 per gig. No. Alafu zuri hiyo business ni repetitive. Because once the organization knows him, they don't want to bother. They just want to keep calling him. Alafu you see it in the wedding, one time, ni repeating business. Naona utachukua event ya this year Christmas party, ikuwe next year sijui promotion, ikuwe hey man, naona and this guy and he's married with kids. Kusema wow, didn't even think about that. Take time to watch small creators. Ni kama ukienda kuwatch NBA, most of the NBA players unfortunately wala kwa sisi wanajua hivyo, ukienda kuwatch game ya NBA, these are millionaires playing basketball. Ukitakuwa na competitive basketball, enda wangalia high school na college. Woo! People, they play like their life depends on it. Lakini kama ni millionaire cheza Timberwolves, man, it's just a day at the job. No, he's a millionaire. I can't wait for this so I can go lose the game and just go for vacation or something in the summer. They don't care. Lakini high school na college, oh, they play like their lives depends on it. Mwana hiyo difference. So kuna kusali ngapi hapa hivi, sema Masagabu, share the live with more than 5 friends. Amesema hivyo, anasema share the live with more than 5 friends. Master Gabu amesema hivyo. Alafu kuna like aki ya nani. So like msema hiyo phrase kila siku, msani ni point out aki ya nani, albo aki ya nani. Hiyo ni shangi ya kitambo kana bonga hivyo kila saa. But ni hivyo. Basically unaangalia vitu repetitive business, iko na less human involvement. Sawa, car wash automated. Guess what? Maybe msana make 10,000 na ujui, unashatu gari yako kila siku unapita na ujui, you have no idea. Cody Sanchez asamanga hivyo. Small businesses, ku fly drone. I fly drones for fun, by the way. Anamufikiria I should get my license nini fly, but I can't do everything at the same time. I have to pick and choose. One of my strongest things nikirudi college, I'm a dropout, ni drop out college by the way. Nikirudi college degree, nafanya something to do with financing na taxes. Kwa nini? Sabi realize hiyo ndio the most underrepresented group ya academic. Also, people don't know how to save taxes, how to create trusts, hizo vitu zote hizo. The things the rich are doing right now as we speak. And you wonder why they are rich. No. It's pesa yao inazunguka tu hivi kila saa. When they don't save their money under the mattress. I'll complain, by the way. People who procrastinate, uko na idea na uifanye ndio complain. People who are taking actions, they don't even have time to complain. Sababu you're on to the next one, to the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. Utangoja sangapi ati, oh, I'm waiting for, oh, shapita you already, naona. Ulipita hiyo stage kitambo sana, you're to the next one. Mwana hivyo sasa. Nimuambia wase, one of the best way kukuwa accountable to yourself. Niliambia Vini hivyo. Vini iko hapa kwanza, sijui amesema nini. If you have been watching the channel. Niliambia Vini hivi. Naona comment ya Vini hapa. Niliambia Vini, anza YouTube channel. Kwa nini? Kwa sababu besides TikTok, mimi si hater wa TikTok, na understand ni Gen Alpha, Gen Z, whatever. Lakini YouTube inakupatianga. Mimi imagine musemaje, I post every other day. Believe me, sometimes I won't go to sleep until video me post. Ukiona kama na struggle na video, kama last week ni post video moja nilikuwa na edit usiku, yani nikasahau cut off kama sijui ni 3 minutes ya darkness. Wasa wana watch wanajua YouTube. I totally forgot. Kuangalia video hivi, kumbe kuna kitu moja nilimove hivi nikasahau ku delete. So video iko blank karibu how many minutes. Hiyo ni bad production. But before you realize hivyo, I'm on to the next one. Shoot a YouTube video 10 minutes long. Ujiambie, I'm going to talk my ish. I don't care what I'm going to say. Utakaa mbele ya kamera uongee. Mimi naambia kama mfanya live every Sunday. Every time nikianza mwoga naogopa. That's why it takes me so long. Kadiri na make sure camera iko right, na angalia microphone, oh my goodness. Alafu na breathe. Finally. Okay, now let me go. Alafu naanza sasa. It's always scary. Mbona hivyo? So jichallenge, usemaje unaanza. Need anything from me? On my phone? Thank you. Okay. So inakuwa hivyo. So unajichallenge kwa sababu kuna something ku involve na kudu video na kuipost. Especially kwa YouTube, ile kusema doing it the right way. Lazima ujue title ni gani, ujue description ni gani, ujue tags ni gani. Tags zisikuwe too much, zikuwe just right. Ufocus juu na nini, uangalie thumbnail. Thumbnail zikuwe na kitu, yani kuna, so msema every time ukikaa chini hivi kusema I'm just about to post this video, you take maybe at 1 hour thinking about all those metrics. After guess what najiuliza, and I do this every other day? Hii ni strange. Live ni rahisi. Hata hii live na record by the way. Alafu na recording na post on Friday. Nobody will watch. But musema at least I did it. Naona inakaa kama ile live lakini iko more clear. Sawa. I do it anyway. Sababu nasema because I have a new camera coming up, kuna Sony FX2. If fans are right na know your camera, ita replace hii camera hii main hapa. Because I have two good cameras lakini azikwagi zina do color yake match na FX nini So ni something. So kuna ile challenging. If you're doing a video maybe once a week or twice a week or maybe 3 times a week, inakuchallenge kufocus na game yako. You'll never have time to procrastinate, by the way. Just one of the things you can do. Others maybe ni kutembea. You walk every day 10 miles. Tembea si lazima everybody do video, najua hivyo. Unless we ni guru visuals. Besi yangu sana guru visuals. Msajana yake mpya na dai slaughter. But ni hivyo. Jipatie challenge fulani that is ongoing. It never stops. Whatever happens, mu post video. I don't care, leo ni boring. Post the video anyway. Sema mutembea kila siku. It doesn't matter. Mvue menyesha ndaingia kama building hivi nitembe hivi ni mazete. Jipatie challenge every day. Itaku keep accountable. Alafu hiyo habit hiyo utaacha kuwa mediocre. Unaona? Kabisa mangaje? Mimi sikunywangi Coca-Cola, sijui soda, zero. Not zero. Period. So to compensate mu kunywa maji instead. Maji mu kunywa ngapi? 4 liters a day. I have to before the day is over. So every time nakumbuka, did I drink water? So inani keep accountable. Kwa nini? Inakuwa something repetitive. I think mind yoga very comfortable ukikuwa na repetitive actions. Especially kama ni za self-development. You'll get there. Hata utajua umeget huko kwa sababu itakuwa the more you do it, the easier it becomes. Lakini live, before nianze, I'll be honest with you. I'm so scared. That feelings never change. No. Hata kama na hii mashini yote hii, whatever. So, jipatie something na kuchallenge on a daily basis. Sema, I'm going to read a chapter a day from this book. Hata kama ni Bible, by the way. How many people do you know have read the Bible? Utashanga. Unapata, you church yenye yote kama in the church, the people who actually read the Bible, out of 400 people, maybe ni watu 10, 10 only. Nimesema, how many? 5%? Hapana, maybe ni 1%. Ama 0.0. Jipatie challenge. Ukimaliza moja, on to the next one. On to the next one. Naona. So, Vinny amesemaje, if you've been watching this channel and you don't take action, then you need to work on it. Thanks you, OG. Mbona amesema hivyo, nione comment yake from a distance. Anza, jipatie shughuli. Okay, maybe phone yangu ni mbaya. Maybe fanya TikTok video. Oh, I don't have ideas. Enda kwa creator something kwa YouTube, for you page. Angalia video ile una watching imekubamba. Go do that video yourself. Hiyo umependa hiyo. Lakini lazima uko na ile string ya consistency. Don't do something itakufa njiani. Motivation ile yani itakupatia more ideas. Suppose somebody vile muenda nga job. That's something you do every day. Itakuwa creative enough. Tafuta tu ile I'm trying to explore my neighborhood. Hiyo itaisha. Utamaliza neighborhood mzima usemeaje? Okay, I need to explore the other neighborhood. Kama mimi besides live mudu videos za ku explore my lake, for example. Nimemeka videos za lake, lakini sometimes nimekuwa na so many videos za lake. Acha nipatie break. Na nyingine bado sijapost bado. Na kuna nyingine pia. Nasema hizi zitakuwa acha make sense sahi. Acha niachane nazo. So I make more videos than I need. Then I pick and choose. Mbona hivyo sasa? Ni challenge. Kwa nini? Kwangu, because sikuwagi nalewa, I don't do any. Most of the time, I'm going to exercise, parenting, work, live stream, YouTube. So, niko na very closed, repetitive things that I do. Kama sasa nenda kwa track, niangalie track, ni grease vitu, ioshwe, done. Kaja home, nikule, nilale. That's it. Kesho niingie job, nisikize mabook, routine tu. Niangalie live, na watch tena nione, oh, what did I do? I was too scared. Mliona hiyo fear yangu mkuiona. It's scary, by the way. Hata one of my friends amati, before niende live mwanga naogopa, nakwambia, believe me, you're not alone. Hata mimi, every single time nikianza live hivi, naogopa kwanza sema, oh my goodness, what do I do? Alafu nasema, una master ile confidence sema, let me just do it. Alafu naifanya, naona. Nazo na mwanga naongea peke yangu before nianze. Amuonangi hiyo part, muikata. So, kuna Master Gabu amesemaje, by the way, ulini influence kusoma vitabu, nimeanza kuona the joy of reading books. Oh, that's good, Master Gabu. Just got the number 1. Okay, ingine. Nipe 2 books to read that will change my view on things or perspective. Kuna book mob sana. Yani sahi, maybe could be the book that sahi kuna book moja nasoma sahi inaitwa I Will Teach You How to Be Rich. No. Imeandikwa na Ramit Sethi. Nimeisikiza once, na isoma polepole ni catch up nayo. Jua naongea juu investment. It's things I know already, but I'm hoping to learn something new. Ile book niko nayo sahi, I Will Think You How to Be Rich. Huyu Ramit Sethi akona ni Mwindi, Ramit Sethi. Akona YouTube channel pia. You can go listen to his YouTube channel. Itakuwa, I think it's the same content, lakini iko packaged differently. tafuta video zake mzee zile anaongea juu ya book yake, I will teach you how to be rich. Alafu usikie kila anasema, just listen to him, kwa sababu siku hizi kwa hii generation ya saa hii listening imekuwa, yani technology imeallow listening imekuwa more productive than even reading. But reading ni mzuri because it makes you sit down and smell the roses. Hiyo ndio uzuri ya reading. Yani you have to find that time, kwa sababu it's too noisy out here. Imagine how many videos are on TikTok, alafu YouTube, alafu Instagram, alafu nimesahau gani nyingine, kuna Red Note, moga na Red Note bado tangu siku ya nini ku shut down. Kuna content every day, so there's so many things that will distract you from your cause. So if you have time to watch it as entertainment, what about things that are actually helping you benefit your personal growth? Ni redirect ile flow yako ya maji. So acha nifuate hizi vitu we pursue. At some point you'll get sick of it, but the knowledge uta acquire between your time ile from point A to point B, unasema this is not even me. I never used to care about business. Takujua the things I used to care about ziko so trivial and stupid right now. I'm ashamed to tell you. I'm ashamed to tell you. Maybe nishaisema. They're so trivial and stupid. As in ID in anything, kama ni consumables. Naona. Unafanya kitu alafu unamaliza hivyo. Kazi ule msema ile the biggest ni ile kukunywa pombe. Unakaa chini unawasha na wasee. Okay, kuna ile aspect ya socially mko na wasee, but you're drinking. So what's drinking? Unachukua sijui nitaje, si carbonated data, ni starch, something infected, something unakunywa inakudrain, unakuwa dehydrated for a while, alafu una feel high. It's like you just drowned your money down the toilet. Alafu na casually spends $200 kubuy drinks, umekuwa na feeling, umemake memory, but you're $200 less. No. So how do you recover from that, your addiction? Sema hivi, I'll take the $200, nitembe away from your joint yaku, ni find friends who I can actually hang out with that don't do that, alafu ni save you $200 and see what happens the next 5 years. Utashanga sana. Kama mimi the first time useme kali kabisa, I'm being honest by the way, the first time hit $100,000 kwa account. Woo! Sikuamini. I'd been saving for maybe 3-4 years hivi. 3-4 years nasema hivyo. Nilianza kama na 4 years before pole, alafu hiyo 3 years nikaanza kuimprove, 2 years nikaenda excessive. Alafu tena angalia account hivi $100,000, sema wow. Sikuamini. Na niko na track mbili tu. Nikaanza kubelieve. Sai muona if I need to get $100,000, I know how to get it. Si mimi peke yangu by the way, I have to hire more drivers kitu hiyo. It's not something I can do by myself. Lazima nipate help. Cody Sanchez sema hivyo, Cody Sanchez. Hiyo sema hivi kama nize breakdown za kumbuka. Namquote sana juu somebody actually quote her again. Ni mtu mmoja on a weekly basis by the way. The Diary of a CEO, ule jina yake ni nani? Butler. Something. The Diary of a CEO, mtu ya watch at least one video every week. Cody Sanchez, one video every week. Kuna Scott Galloway, ni professor New York, lakini in a podcast iko very boring. Lakini kwa ile yeye mwenyewe kiran, I don't know, maybe ana hiyo aura, charisma, but when he's on somebody else's pod as a guest, oh man, akopoa sana. Watching you once in a month at least, Neil deGrasse Tyson, that guy is very smart. Alafu watu kama hao, yani watu unaona I would want to be like this guy. No, una imitate. You find somebody who's doing what you want to do or who you want to become, alafu na follow. To the degree that inakusaidia, see everything about them. Sometimes you can skip some stages, skip to go. So Rev Ramsey, unasoma book yake kama hiyo Total Money Makeover. I think iko dated kidogo, but I think iko relevant bado. Think and Grow Rich. Kuna book mob sana by the way. And if kama huwezi pata book, naweza kubuy a book by the way, naweza kubuy a book. But see everybody inakuanga hard kushipia wase. Kama kuna msee alikuwa sijui Mombasa something, nilimshipia zikarudi. I think zilirudi. Juu sijui I don't know how to do it the best way kuja Kenya. Nikipata address na kutumia. It take some time by the way before ni buy. Hata mimi niko kwa list hapa sijanunua bado. But if you want, I would love to. If I got you one book and it changed you a little bit, I'm glad to be part of your success. Shareholder, some percentage for free by the way. Sema ti kulipia. Ni kitu poa by the way, kitu poa. Kama nitaka kubuy book za Myron Golden in the beginning, nikapata user nga book zake one in any, you can buy bulk. Lazima niwe one at a time. Kwa sababu anataka kukipile ile sales kwa website yake tu because he needs traffic. Kwa sababu that's part of his business. Ni ile ukinunua book yake is like you're part of the group. So anachukua email yako alafu it's something that he does. So na understand. So ikipata mahali siku moja one day ipate bulk, nanunua box mzima alafu tutumie wase kila mtu. But one book won't change your life. You'll move one step, by the way. Move one step. It'll change your life totally. Utapata perspective flani yani. You have to listen, invest na history yote. Whatever time you have extra. Kama una watch ball, Man U na Manchester United. It's good for entertainment, but ipatie time. Nda watch game moja leo, alafu niende nisome book moja. Ama nisome book 15 minutes, some chapters, niende ni watch game. Jipatie ile time management. Alafu nashanga. Useme ati mimi I'm not telling you what to do, by the way. Na recommend to. Sasa. So next ni gani asemaje? Yes, Albo, nilikuwa nimepotea kiasi, but I'm back. Student visa, we are waiting for way forward. Those who want to study in the US, let them take the proficiency courses like IELTS na TOELF, TOEFL. Nifanyanga TOEFL, by the way, a couple of times. Alafu, I never got to see coming US kama student, by the way. Nearly fail, by the way. I failed as a student. So that explains why I don't have a degree. I'm a failed student kuja F1. Nearly fail kabisa. So every time nikuwa nataka kuja kama chuo nika fail, I would lose a piece of my confidence. Alafu kapata green card. Mwana hivyo sasa. So the failure kuna ni prepare kupata green card. Kwa sababu saa hii mu push harder na ninge push kama ningekuwa na college degree. I don't know what. Ningekuwa complacent, by the way. Mwana. So I will really appreciate if you will give me one book. Just name the book kama iko part of money, alafu ndaibuy, alafu nipatie a good address to send it to Master Gabu. I'll appreciate it. Nitumie kama uko TikTok, tuma kwa inbox. Nisisahau bana. So many things happen. Kama sahi my daughter is around, amekata ku spend time na mimi juu kuna cousins zake. In the first time when I meet na cousins zake kama wako after mtu wangu maliza class 8, anaingia high school next year. So she's a little bit older. So I don't think she wants to be around me, but that's okay. No complaining. No. According to Musema, yes. So, she's getting more independent. That's good. But at least to meet, namtafuta leo to meet na. So, Albo photography hobby are getting rid of a photographer hobby are getting rid of any good cameras. A photography hobby. Do I know or I don't get rid of cameras. Because I mean, it's very specific. Every lens, every camera I get, yoga iko tied down na kitu. That's what I do. Kama nikienda gig flani, I will get picture. Kama say the last lens ninunua ilikuwa macro lens, ilikuwa Sweet 16 ya best yangu. So the money I got from that I can invest kwa lens. So I usually don't really give up cameras. Ile tu nile if got 10k subscribers on YouTube, because I said so, I have to keep my word. I have to give away one of my cameras. I'm ready for that, by the way. But I'm not the one's gonna pick. You guys will, everybody out there. Mtapick mseme, patia huyu camera, jini photographer. Mseme, okay. Ata kama nda spend extra, I'll make sure the camera gets to them. Ataipata, by the way. I thought nafika 10k last year. Ilikuwa kama, si lazima nifike 10k, ni ile ilikuwa kama mile mark akituka hiyo. Tumefika 10k people subscribers. Lakini siku hizi subscriber doesn't really matter that much, ni views. But still, because I said so a couple of years ago, I'll honor to the T. Mwaga na honor to zangu. Siwezi kwa nasema ati niko hivi alafu nasema selling sparkle I can sell, but what do you want me to sell you? Mwaga na A6600 mbili, A74 mbili, FX3 moja, ZVE 10 moja. Nini ingine nimesahau? 1 2 3 4 5 6. Kama 6 camera hivi. So I don't know which one. A74 I use them for photography. A6600 ndio hii hapa kwa YouTube. Alafu kuna ingine on the side hapa hivi. Hizi ni cameras are 4-year-old. One of them is mine, one is my wife's. But I don't think she uses it anymore. But the camera old ni sensor 12 megapixels. It still works. It's really good kwa long format because I overheat. Ina keep nini sensor si so busy. A74 ina overheat kwa ukienda nje. So I don't know which camera you want me to buy. Alafu kiniambia nikubuy use kwa mtu fulani. I typically don't buy used cameras kabisa kwa sababu unataka ile longevity. Nimedu nini hapa hivi? Did I lose something? Oh, my camera died? Why? Something happened. Hata ni kama nimeua camera. Maybe ni reaction. Sijui kama itarudi. At least na camera B. Did I kill it? Imepotea kiasi sijui. I don't know what I did. Maybe nilisahau kuicharge. So which camera do you want exactly? Nunua brand new, sababu camera unataka kununua camera iko na warranty. Ile anything goes wrong as you're using it, they'll fix it for free. So kinunua used, si wewe, I don't know, you can buy used too. Kwa reputable, reputable camera store, watakwambia hivyo. But typically nunua used very rare. Kama ni kitu ya ile ya job ya full time, kama A74, ninunua brand new. Sony Easyma 6600, ninunua brand new. Naweza nunua used once in a while. Lakini it depends what camera you want. No. But ni kitu una invest na if you're really sure this is what you want to do. Sababu they're not cheap. They're very expensive, by the way. Kama sema nikipata gig hivi, every gig nikipata naye, if I'm taking pictures, mufanya for free saa zingine, but very very small, free ni watu very few. Kama hiyo best yangu itafanya Carnation, I recording for free because places hiyo wenda, si place typically I'll find myself in. Kama in a dark crowd, in a room, loud, nini. So musema, it's like I challenge myself, nikimfuata. Because as a musician, I know he's going to sing on a stage, he's going to be from a distance from me. So musemaje, yani mufuata fana Carnation ndio nipatie ile experience ya kushoot in low light situation na loud music. Sawa. So it's very challenging. So and I love music too, lakini ni ile mali hiyo enda the places I would typically not go there. No. So kama video za BN nimepost moja ya BN TikTok, wamekubali hajasema ni copyright because I was just taking a picture ile video. I thought the concert it was so good, by the way. BN akona ile itwaje, people were excited to hear him sing, so it was hata akona feel, ungeona kifeel akona furahi sana, aliingia hivi yani crowd ikago wild, 900 people in a tight space. No. So I'm glad I captured that. Kama YouTube ita-allow, nitapost hiyo video next week. Maybe. Kama ita-allow. Na try kuipost yun kama kuna copyright. Kama kuna copyright, well, too bad. No. They take down. Anyway. So, hiyo TOEFL nilifanyanga, by the way, ICEL. So, Joshua Nzioki. Kama kuna degree ya 4-year degree, naweza kuprefer ukam na masters, itakuwa poa. Masters ni fiti, by the way. Come for masters. Do your 4 years in Kenya, come for masters. Lakini value education. Hata kama ni 2 years something. Ile kama hizi plumbing, electrician. Hizo they pay well. Everywhere, I think, in the world. Especially in America. It pays really well. Kamera imerudi. Imekataa. What happened? Kataa. So live imeenda kamera moja. So nataka kufila hizi sahi. Sijiko. Imekataa kabisa. I don't know what happened na hii kamera. Ikataka kucharge leo. So, tuendelea na hii moja ya side tu, mpaka tumalize. Wacha ni wind up, by the way, kama ni hivyo. So, yes, Albo, nimepotea kiasi, we were waiting for the way forward for student visa. Hakuna noma, utaipata tu, by the way, persistency. Lakini, kata, something else will open up. So, don't worry sana, it happened too, in time. So, Edwin Kim, asemaje, how did you cross over to Poland, brother? Edwin, ubu wambie Poland. Uliendaje Poland? Somebody wants to know Nehemiah. Sijika bado yuko Edwin Kim, comment haraka hapa hivi, asema hapa hivi, how did you make it to Poland? Mwambie siri. I think alienda tu, but ni poa kuongea na mtu. If you have resources, take advantage, by the way. Take advantage. Kabisa, muulize liendangaje Poland, akwambie. Kwa sababu atajua, yani same thing Nehemiah. If you talk to Edwin Kim, atakwambia exactly how you find himself in Poland. Alafu you do the same thing too. No. Alafu mtasaidiana. So, Dero Travels, hello, coming in late. new Derek, Dero Travels ndio jina yake. Sio takumekile akatoa Guru Visual kitambo. Akachangia jina juu ya YouTube, it shut down. Anyway, so Trending 254, hello everyone. Trending na kuona merudi, the family, kuna family of 254. Wako wengi hapa sana. Mbona? Sasa hapa hivi sema The Diary of a CEO, Stephen Butler. Yep, that's him. What's you nini? The Diary of a CEO, mwi watch kwa the guests au kuja kwa hiyo podcast. Wako very experienced. Na msal samanga, when he started his podcast, 3 years nothing happened. The 4th year kata kushoot. Because juu ni kama ni 10 million subscribers. Because it's very interesting. Alafu production na kila kitu. I like the way they're doing. No. Wanadu kitu poa sana. So, we are waiting to hit 10K soon. Yeah, 10K itakuwa a very good milestone, by the way, kwa YouTube. Hata TikTok ni slow down, sijui kwa nini. But I'm busy. I understand, I'm busy. No, I can't do everything at the same time. So, na appreciate too. So, hello Guru. Salimiana hapa hivi. So, Nehemiah, like the video. So, usama nani, aitwa Edwin Kim ako Poland. Atakujua hapa hivi uliendangaje Poland. So kama uweza kuwa na hiyo courtesy, mfollow. Ukiona jina yake Edwin Kim labda in the same name kwa YouTube, enda mfollow, tafuta social media yake, umshike mashati, mwambie niambie vile nienda Poland. I'm just using a figure of speech. Usikoti useme Albol sema shikatu mashati. Don't do that. No. Ni assault. Kupiga mtu ni assault, by the way. Don't do that. Vita unaachia watoi ile when you're learning how to do things. But once you get old, cut off from your story yote. Sasa kila kitu imeisha, hakuna swali lingine tena. So hii imekuwa live, naenda kwa track saa hiyo, naenda kuosha gari. I think gari moja naenda kuosha mbili. Tamaza vida hapa leo. Unaona? Zinakuanga shorter ni kwa poa hivyo juu. At least nipatie time kwa vitu zingine. I appreciate sana. Thank you for watching. Kamera moja imedai bado. I still dead. Sijui nimehappen aje. I need to replace your camera soon. Ikuwe more reliable. Niko na FX3 lakini I overheating lakini still I don't know what happened. No. So ama nimegusa something hapa nyuma. It could be. I don't think so though. Number 1 ndio hiyo. So questions hizo. Tamaliza TikTok basi, anything else selling? Hakuna kitu kingine basi. Tamaliza TikTok basi, tuonane next time. Ona kidole yangu ikienda kwa screen. So tamaliza TikTok, YouTube, anything else? Asa kalale bana. Naona kulala ni muhimu bana. There's nothing as good as kwenda kulala. Ukilala poa unakuwa healthy next day. Kama una rebuild mwili yako. So Vinia sema thank you, nice time bro. Tutakia next time basi. Nataka kupost hiyo video ya concert ya BN kama YouTube itakubali. Kata labda Facebook or something. Nishayeka app for editing. Nime speed up editing kidogo by the way. So na video kadhaa za next week ziko already almost done. Unaona? Sasa mu post every other day. So ukimiss live kama uko YouTube, imesahau TikTok. Maisha States utakam kwa playlist inaitwa Man Cave Talk Live. Hii ni episode, hii itakuwa episode kama kwa recording itakuwa 99. So the next week itakuwa 100. Alafu kwa kwa live hii ni 77. So ni kama nilifanya 30 videos before nianze kwenda live. Which is good. I mean ina grow, unaona. Karibu tufikie hiyo milestone ya 100 videos kwa Man Cave Talk. Hivyo. So itakuwa next week. Stika to celebrate after tukiwa 100 yake hapa nyuma. Ama labda tuta rearrange studio. Sasa shukuru sana by the way. Tuona next time basi. Peace. Asnikin moja Hot TV asemaje Albo about WhatsApp group. Oh sasa nakumbuka hiyo story, namaliza basi. Nakwambia nimekuwa busy wiki. Too many things.